Wonderful. Let me Alright everyone, hi. It is High Road. Last time on, our group completed pilgrimage, met a tortoise whale spirit, and found their way back to the village with some friends in tow. And they prepared to go rescue some more companions. The party finds themselves in Cliff Run Village. Hopefully having just completed their preparations. Alright, so there wasn't really a consensus last time, and we didn't really discuss it during the week as per usual. So can I just assume that you guys are gonna get in a boat and then figure out the rest from there, or am I wrong?
I'm fine with the boat idea. I said that was where I stood anyway.
I know, I'm just saying, like, I know there's, like, a lot of, like, specific permutations here. I'm just saying, like, my assumption is that leave on the boat or not is going to be the simplest way to get this going. But if, like, the party members are like, actually, I've thought about it in XYZ, by all means, don't let me stop you. But also, I didn't mean to throw you right back into the same debate if people weren't feeling like doing that.
Already stated my concerns. As long as it doesn't conflict with that, then I don't really have a strong opinion one way or the other.
And then by votes, Kabancho's boat plan.
It sounds like Kabancho, or I guess Section, has the strongest feeling towards one or the other. Don't know about Kai since he was gone at that time. But yeah, I guess just Darren and I are like basically abstaining, and it's up to you two at this point.
Oh no, I'm for the boat plan.
Oh.
I don't know what's happening, so let's just go with whatever you guys choose.
So, the party gives a signal, and the ship that is presently pulled up on the cliffside is slowly lowered into the waters, and the available crew forms up to join you aboard the Fair Trade. 10K obviously still hanging with Captain Gentuli, the penitent, and last important note would be the zoo crew is presently available. Do you want to bring them with you as backup to potentially fight enemies and do some sailing?
Just to confirm, when you say zoo crew, you're talking about our friends from the swamp?
Yes. Zoo, the
Oh, okay.
Shadowed Stranger, Hedgewitch Herkra, and I, Camilda Kronsu, are the four members, surviving members of the zoo crew.
When you said zoo, I thought you meant like ZOO, and I was like, did we recruit a bunch of animals recently? I don't remember doing this. I was very confused for a second.
I mean, if you really think about it, we're all animals.
Animal
I'm a
kingdom, baby.
halfling. I'm a halfling for a mythical forest. I don't know about. I mean, technically, you're not an animal either. You're arachnid, so.
That is true. I am not an animal. As specifically.
It's
not
probably
an
more
animal.
like Shu, but like I'm get better at pronouncing names soon. Trademark.
No,
Right,
that's
we'll
fine.
come
I
back
just
after using a
like,
little more
I-
red note.
I honestly thought we recruited a bunch of animals last time. And I just couldn't remember. I was like, Zoo Crew, what the fuck do we?
I
go
mean,
like...
with our track record, that's not a unplausible thing.
oh,
Isn't
people are recruiting...
Part of hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hmm?
Oh, sorry. No, I can't tell if my mic is on because it's like not flashing green. But yeah, isn't like part of an animal having a spine and like doesn't Cabancho have a spine?
Well, the animal,
Technically, I mean, if
invertebrate or
Cabancho's a
invertebrate can still be an
spider,
animal. It's
yeah,
animal
that's what I'm
kingdom, and then I
saying.
think below that is the level of what is vertebrate invertebrate because it is a split. I did
What-
not pay enough
what?
attention in biology. If I'm
Vertebrate
honest.
is having a vertebrae, which is a spine, I believe.
Yeah.
Can Cabancho like
Do spiders have
bend
spines?
back and
Pat,
forth?
tap
no,
in,
you-
Pat.
they're
Okay,
just
spiders
one-
don't.
Spiders
but
don't. So they're vertebrate.
Cabancho for
Probably.
sure has a spine. I
Yeah.
cannot imagine
I don't
his
know.
like other half working without a spine.
Yeah, he's
personally.
got like a very erect like torso. There's no other.
I was about to say, is his torso always straight? Like, is he always at 90 degree
imagine like the campaign if he'd been flopping forward this entire time. If he just has really strong back muscles, you don't get it.
I-
No,
guys.
no,
just-
it's not that like spider like it's not even like oh floppy or not because like clearly like bugs don't do that. But
Yeah.
I cannot imagine him being so inflexible and being able to operate in this world
Mhm.
without a
It would
spine.
be-
So
It would be funny, though. It would be funny. Okay, sorry. I got off track there. We're getting on the boat with the Zoo Crew.
I think we take them along just because they did voice their opinion of being a part of the inevitable upcoming fight to hedge their own bets.
Great. Zeus says
I
you won't
think my
regret
their-
takeaway from
with
this
their
is that
head
people
twitch.
did not pay attention in school.
what can go wrong? And Imelda says what can go right. As they all get together and Phyto says, I found a new rock! As he lifts a large rock. So, the party is ready and you have one mobile piece of artillery ready to go. So,
All right, Zion, you're the mobile piece of artillery.
two. They got duplicate.
Oh,
Only give time.
Zion's a rock. I gotcha. Okay, never mind.
I mean, I wasn't thinking of that, but that works too. In many ways, actually.
I mean, if
Think
you are
I-
indeed what you eat, Zion is the one that has eaten rocks before.
That's what I'll say. I think if there's any sort of animation we should probably have, Zion would be pretty good animation. I mean, it could probably make a dent in some things, right?
Mhm.
I mean, we've seen Zion grow in size and basically hold down both.
Oh god. Also, be sure to pray that the levels on this map aren't fucked. Warning, this... Oh, no, that's fine. Setting this wrong will probably not cause any problems. Resume merry making enjoy in innocent ignorance of the horrors that could have awaited.
And
How big
just
is a
to-
rock? Does a rock have to be 300 pounds? Is my question.
I will depend on the stone, but I think pretty large. Well,
Yeah.
person size
Like-
maybe, if I had to guess.
Which means that Zion is more dense than that rock. I think Zion is plenty good as an ammunition.
Yes. Hi, Sally. So,
And just to explicitly state it, we are bringing the magic enchanted tools that the anti-rust tools.
mhm.
One of the things for this trip is to properly negotiate with the fish folk. We only created a truce until we get to that point.
Indeed.
And the fact that Treadfar is in their den. Den? Nest?
Yeah, I mean they've got like a cavern, if you will. But yes. Also, as Verso is not here. The mayor does not come along. But as everyone sort of fans out, Norbel takes to the rear castle to Is the wheel a token layer? To get on the wheel, everyone sort of goes about getting ready to go sailing, pulling at the
Is the
line.
magic
as best
circle
they
still
can.
there?
It's kind of like been painted on, but it's probably mostly worn away with like the weather and such. You know, I believe it was chalk. But yeah, Imelda sort of takes up the fore alongside the hedge witch, you know, looking out over the distance and admiring. That's quite the ballista you have here, as she checks out Zion's ballista. Meanwhile, the shadowed stranger does stop a moment, look at Tento, and say, "The name's Boren."
Hi, Beren. How are you? This is like what, second, third time meeting, right?
He nods and says, "But I know you by reputation."
Oh, thanks. What have you heard?
Oh, I'm a big
It
fan
seems
of-
like
He says, "I'm a big fan of your earlier work, especially the Kulai job, or the Kuronari job. And you know that you and Tyr once you had to leave the country because on your like tear up the south coast before the campaign began, when you and Tyr were like doing crime, you robbed like a very famous mansion of a wizard, and you had to get out because you just robbed a wizard, and you were like a level 1 character." So, but it's one of the things that you were being chased for. It's one of the reasons you have a huge bounty on your head.
yeah. So, oh yeah. Out of curiosity, did it just mention me? Right?
And he kind of pauses for a moment and says, "You know, there are those who speculate you had to have help, but the bounty is only on your head. I suppose that would be good for your silent partner.
No, follow me.
Can't help but notice that we've never met every member of the Shade of the Mountain," Boren says, but then shrugs and says, "I suppose some things aren't meant to be known before their time."
Foreshadowing.
Yeah. But Boren is now introduced to you, so he's not Shadowed Stranger. This very edgy dude, clad in all black in the tropical heat, then proceeds to, you know, hang about the edge of the ship, looking out over the water.
Find a corner. Find a dark corner to, you know, lean back on.
Yeah.
With like arms crossed,
Yeah,
one foot against the wall.
He finds one right here, right in the armpit between the stairs and the railing. Yeah.
He reminds you of someone.
Yeah, Orochi, right? Because he doesn't want to talk to anyone.
Oh no, I was thinking about our own little edgy boy, but he's not with us at the moment. Obviously, I'm talking about shit. What was his name again?
Meanwhile, Gregorio
Skirt. Scar?
says,
Oh,
"That's a nice sword you have." What's my Greek voice? "That's a nice sword you have there." And he's like, "Thanks. It can do this." And then she wields. This might be your first time seeing the art for Red Wake. She like slashes a red wake at the water, and in fact, you see like a blood tide rip through like the phantom of where she starts swinging the blade. He's like, "Oh!" All very impressed. Norabel is impressed and interested in none of this as he just sort of gets his hand on the wheel, flings it about, and Lonnie, you feel the nice, sickeningly familiar lurch of a ship that is like pushed into water and is now slowly starting to lurch forward.
Do I know anything
And
about a red
Bonnie's
wake
gonna
weapon?
Go below deck.
Yeah, you're like, fuck that. Lumi follows you with a dutiful "Mom," and I presume you return to your avoid the seasickness corner.
I mean, seasickness, dread of the fathomless below,
You know, the general ennui. Yeah. So you head below decks, and with everyone put into the water and the ship ready to go, you peel out. Norabel calls over to Gabancho on the forecastle. "What's our heading?"
Still not learning any of these nautical terms. I point to the west and say, "That way."
Alright.
At least he gave a direction.
He looks around and says, "We'll hug the coast. Hopefully, if that thing comes from the water, we'll be able to get to shore in time," he says, sounding like he's trying to convince himself. The penitent is trailing behind you, somewhat wide. You believe, John Tooley is going to offer, a wide berth to help you scout.
You want to bring the penitent? Worst case scenario.
You could have negotiated to not bring the penitent and been like, Gentuli, we want you at home.
Worst case scenario, that is the last available boat for anyone to leave this island.
I mean, yeah, will the penitent get out on its own? Maybe, maybe not. Not with many people, but it's a good point.
That's fair.
You could absolutely... all eyes are to the shade of the mountain. If you say, Gentuli, hang back, he'll hang back.
I agree with that sentiment of we should probably keep a useful ship behind, just in case.
Gentuli hacks up a bit of his pipe smoke, says, "Won't mind wetting my whistle. Up in the old inn. They've got fine wine here. Well then, keep an eye on our tall ones, won't you, Tento?" he says, hacking up and heading with his boys to have a drink.
Yes, sir.
So, you guys pass this peninsula, and you see, at the edge of some ruined Warren fortifications, you see a man who you convinced you were a spirit, Cabancho, and you see his crew. They seem to be clearing an area for some reason, moving around stones and dirt. As he looks at them, he has a book cracked open. He looks up from it and strides towards the coast. He looks at you, and it just sort of lingers there. Everyone kind of looks at each other and, puts their hands on their weapons. But he just
Harry
sort of...
Cabancho, act like a ghost.
He just sort of smiles slenderly and makes a V formation at you with his hands. And then closes his book and turns around. Party sails on by.
Recognize that gesture? Was it
real
go to
quickly,
hell?
Do you mean he makes a V motion of both his hands or one of his hands?
One, because he has one hand on the book at the time. He throws it
Oh, okay.
He makes a hand chop. It's like a hand chop.
Yeah,
You could roll religion. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's a high fucking number to recognize that shit.
I like rolling things.
Bad, I can't see this.
My religion.
Yeah, I actually
Where's
rolled
the
double
fuck's
digits.
religion?
Someone could mime the gesture at you later, but yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Tento.
well,
Tento, everything you've learned about religion has been against your will, but unfortunately, you just keep running into these situations. You do remember once in an Iskadonian city, much like the one that you grew up in, Actigoros. You do remember that there was a certain religion that wore red and spoke of the powers of the ancients and worshipped certain gods, like the deity of strength, who you may have met as it was actually an ancient vampire. And you do recall that when they were asking a blessing, they would do a V cut with their hand, but also you note two things. You're pretty sure that they would do it right to left, but he just did it left to right. You also remember they didn't always do it when they were blessing something. They also did it when they were cursing something. You got the vague understanding that it was pretty much their version of saying, we're watching you. And that could be a nice we're watching you if, they wanted it to be. Or it could be a not so nice we're watching you.
Yeah. I think that guy doesn't like us. He did the little... If I remember correctly, they They worship that what's his face that we saw in that tomb.
How am I forgetting this guy's name? Yeah, hold
Oh,
on.
I'm also
pull it
forgetting
up.
his name.
No, it's I can bring up the
The
vampires
vampire
right
guy
now.
that took that
Yeah,
went
that
in Ion.
Zion. Yeah, I am personally being vague about this because I don't know how the other people around us will react to this.
Mhm.
That's true. This guy has been historically
Oh.
ambiguous for the longest time. We don't know
Yeah.
general opinion.
Yeah, I don't think he thinks you're a ghost anymore, Camacho.
I mean, he didn't see me at that time.
Apollon.
That's right.
Yeah, the boisterous guy, the very, very manly man guy.
Yeah.
If you say this in time for us to still be in sight of Seiko, I'm gonna wave back. Just friendly hand wave.
That's not what he's. That is the complete opposite of what I.
He does turn
think
around
he
after
does.
doing it, so you have to more or less choose to wave when he did it. If you wait for the explanation, you're not gonna you won't see.
I wouldn't wave without explanation.
Alright.
So
Okay, cool. Yeah, I
Keep
don't
up.
think he might not be liking us right now.
I mean, we kind of did crash their party, and I honestly still don't know how the white flash happened. Everyone got teleported, but they might blame us.
Okay, so you note something on the side of this island. The fair trade 2 is here, but like you realize that seeing from above is hard because there has been like palm fronds and sand and shit kicked over it. So it's cracked, like the hull isn't seaworthy, but you do see that there are some people camping out there. Among them, the captain herself, Keiko Stormrider. She gives you a big hearty wave upon seeing you.
Right, that person. We totally had her in mind in our rescue plan.
Damn, Cabancho is
Yes,
about to
most
take over operations.
I
Cabancho's
mean, we don't
kind of
know
moving for the
We don't know
kill.
who's where except for Jennifer was the only one that got named. Blame
Sure,
whoever.
sure.
False. Remember Novin the Novice got named?
Nope, that person does not exist in Monter's mind right now. He's a lost cause. He's not worth risking everyone to go into that nest.
So yeah, you see Keiko.
Guys, I think we're the bad guys.
You see Keiko.
Nah.
I think one of us
You
is the bad
see
guy.
Sky Turner, and you also see an assortment of you guys are all. Some of these guys have not been properly demarcated. Yeah, you know that those guys are in the trifecta. Yeah, you see some of the sailors who you guys got who were like, Marty is here. Random people who you saved who were starving at the time.
Oh yeah, I remember Marty. What a great guy, Marty, that guy.
Oh yeah, Marty. Everyone remembers Marty. Wave, Marty. Hey. But yeah, so she obviously comes up, and you guys pull up, and it is the Fair Trade 2. And you know, she gesticulates and says, "Hey, I didn't think that I was afraid of the worst, but it looks like you've done all right."
Yeah, we made friends. A friendly spot.
Yeah, we've talked to the locals, and we have new intel. We're going to try to gather up our crew, try to get everyone back together, but there's a lot of problems in our way. How is I look at the giant crack in the boat, I'm like, how does that ship from your yeah, is it just gone? Is it just dead?
He sighs and says, "We would need some pretty significant work to fix this. There's plenty of lumber on this island, but we don't have the tools or the time and labor necessary to effect a full repair. We just about managed to get it out of the water before it sank."
Ugh. How are the supplies?
Thankfully, not too much was lost.
Oh,
Hate to say
that's
it,
the bright side at least.
you might just need to abandon this for the time being.
He nods and says, "You're absolutely right." Guy Turner, everyone, Marty, pack it in. Grab everything that you can carry and get ready to board. And they all kind of come together. They have to do like a light wade out because, the penitent isn't around, although you could send out the dwarf and, they just, boat up. But,
Just for we recognize every person here, right? There's not like
yes.
any
But-
additional people.
You don't.
There's not
You don't think there's like a
someone
changeling
sus among
situation
us,
going
is
on?
there?
You don't. Yeah, you don't see like a.
No sussy bakas.
No person is here who you have not spent like multiple weeks on a ship with, even if like their name isn't like super big in your mind. You're like, yeah, I know that guy. He goes to boat with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He wakes the same time I do.
Yeah.
What else?
Boats with us.
So, you bring this set of the crew aboard. Guy Turner ascends back to the crow's nest. And Marty says, "I'm ready to fly like the wind." And yeah, so you obtained the crew, but you know where the Fair Trade 2 is, but clearly it's going to need some repairs to, get it out.
Hopefully we'll have the manpower to do that later.
As a quick update, how are the Harpy scouts? Have you been spotted? Have they been ignoring us?
So,
Busy?
a moment. You do not see, so there aren't Harpy scouts nearby. It looks like some of them are actually hovering around the volcano. And there's enough ash and smoke and heat distortion that might be distracting them. But they're certainly not looking this way. So you think that you're safe behind the island for now.
Good. And one quick question for the next island. How tall is the cliffside on the north face of this island?
The cliff face on the north is tall enough that, the mast, the crossbeam of the mast is still a bit below. You know what I mean?
Okay. So we're not really going to be able to have people, propelled down the cliffside back onto our boat.
If you
We'll
did
have
something very clever with rope, it wouldn't be impossible. But bear in mind, you need to bring your ship that fucking close to a rocky cliff face. So, if you have that much rope, maybe they just get into the water and swim.
Another question. Are there any island lions nearby?
Any islands flying?
Lion.
Island lions.
Oh no! The last time you saw an
Dang
island
it.
lion was the far side. No, this noble creature is not involved in the present conflict.
So
see-
noble.
You ever see that in a Discord chat? You just met a very majestic lion.
The majestic's so amazing.
Remember, Scout. Invasive species.
So you know that the crew with the lieutenant is held up at this village, and you know that the Ballinger crew of former pirates, who were Cabancho's crew on his ship that is now right here, are in this dwarf ruin. So this raises the question of what will the party do?
I don't think there's a good idea for going on the cliffside. Our two options are head to the west and try to dock and
Huh?
have the fishfolk help defend our boat, or we dock on the east side and go on land and do what we can. And hopefully, nothing comes by.
This is the cliffside. Treadfar is there. You think it'd be better if we
Dreadfar is like
interact?
inside the cave.
Yeah, yeah, I know. You
Open
think
at
it'd
the
be better
water.
if we interact with fish people sooner rather than later?
I mean, generally speaking, yeah, because the fish folk might be able to help us with,
Yeah.
their
So can
enemy
we
ship
go-
that's right there, or
Wait.
the other
is there-
Grail pirates that are on their island.
Oh, are they? I'm sorry. Where are the other Grail pirates? This.
We saw that they had a ship around this area, and then we saw that they were people on our Ballinger.
Okay.
This is a bunch of Grail pirate information we have of this area.
Okay. Can we interact with the fish people while we're on the island?
Well, to get Treadfar,
mean, we don't
you're
have
gonna
to
have
talk
to.
and
Treadfar is
talk.
in the cave.
No, I'm saying like, if we go on land, can we reach the cave on like the actual island? Like if we're like,
The fish
On
folk
the
had
island, is
multiple entrances during the whole evacuation phase.
I think
Yeah,
that,
but-
I think that
but
you
like-
got. I think it was alluded to you that there was another way into their caves on the island. Yes.
okay,
I
that's
don't
what I'm
remember
wondering.
exactly what was
if
said, but
yeah, that's what I was wondering if there was like the only entrance to the cave is like in the cliffside rather than like I was wondering if there's any entrances on the actual island too. So
Also didn't
okay,
see
yeah.
any specific entrance, but saw a lot of people heading to their nest, not by water.
Okay, that's what I was curious about. Yeah, we can go on land. That's what I was curious about. We can go with the idea of going on land on first and see if we can gather up people and hopefully meet the fish people.
Anyone have a strong opinion on parking, sailing to and docking on the west side or the east side?
I vote we like park like here, so like the cliffside can hopefully obscure a little bit of our boat. I don't know how useful that will be, but
I'm good with the east side. Lonnie, Zion.
Yeah, I'm good.
Or which side?
Kalani does not care to go above deck for this decision.
the sails are unfurled and the group proceeds. So, do you try and approach the cliff facey side, or do you try and come up on the shoreline?
I think the idea is we come up close to the shoreline, but we don't commit to being between both islands. Because that was my takeaway from Baron's idea.
yeah. I wanted to maybe use the cliffside to maybe block our ship and be seen from this side.
So Skyturner pops out and pops in and squawks, saying that, oh, another big ship.
Like, where
Real pirate ship.
South. Yes.
are they approaching us?
Coming this way.
Oh, actively coming this way. Maybe we don't commit to docking at all, and they're
Go one. You want to go like around? How do I go like that? I mean,
we do have cannons on this ship, and I'm assuming they do too. We have a way to defend ourselves. But actually, wait.
My guess
I
is
presume
also
you have brought, yes, all our available artillery from the fair trade too onto
Yeah.
the fair trade at this point.
are we?
my guess though is that if you're planning on docking and you're counting on the cannons being our defense, that's still a losing battle because we'd be a sitting target.
No, if we're gonna try to fight ship by ship, I don't think we dock.
Okay.
I think we try to move along the cliffside to see if they are at. I guess they would have seen us by now, right? I can't imagine they haven't seen us.
I mean, if they're coming towards us, they most likely seen us.
Well, I mean,
You want
we're in the same direction as this like other guy over here, so I don't know. But like, I can't imagine if you're going one direction, you wouldn't be able to see a ship. So
we
Usually,
want
also, I feel
Sorry, go
like
ahead.
people on the ships are looking out for
yeah, again,
various
yeah, like,
things. They're going to eventually see us.
Yeah.
If they haven't already.
so. The way I see it, it's either the party we dock quickly. The party goes onto the island, and the rest of the crew sail away and just avoiding conflict. And we just figure out a way to signal them when we need them to come pick us up. We stay on the boat, we fight the other boat, or we stay on the boat and we play keep away and try to avoid conflict. At least my 3 ideas of what's probably going to go down. Anyone in favor of any of those or have their own?
Are you guys taking the time to discuss this with Lonnie as well?
Yes.
That's
I
good
will go
point.
down below deck
Lonnie.
to include Lonnie.
My only
did
problem.
Sky,
Sorry.
oh, sorry. Did Skyturner have like get a view of how many people are on the ship? Because that's also not their. We're working with the undersized crew, but it seems like they also might be.
I mean, yeah, there's a high chance that they're also just as spread out as we are, given the number of areas there are.
But they
we've
might
seen
also
them
have
just part of that.
started with a bigger crew. Because that may determine whether or not they're even looking for any aggressive actions.
I will go talk to Skyturn and see if Skyturn has any more information.
So Skyturner says that it looks like a really large ship coming this way with several of the Grail pirates aboard. But sorry, what were you asking specifically?
We have a rough size of crew on their ship.
Hard to say. I mean, definitely not like a full crew. They've obviously taken some losses, but it's a really large ship and there's people moving all over it.
I relay that to Lonnie. It's definitely not a skeleton crew. But they still, it seems like they're still spread out. May not be as much as we are.
My only problem with like, if we do try to like run away from them is like, we're out on an open sea. There's really no place to hide in this situation, and like we just have to, they would have to just keep running until they feel like it's not worth it. Which I don't know if they have anything else better to do at the moment. So
I mean, I'm assuming they're not gonna just fuck off and leave this area, considering like, the rest of their, I guess, crew doesn't quite fit the size, but the rest of the grill pirates are here. I'm assuming they have orders to just not leave.
Which is the bigger ship? Theirs, right?
Their ship, because it's the same type of ship as Freight Trade 2.
But yeah, so I also meant to give them some cut. But it's the same size. It's a Mannergonger class, you could say. It's a slightly different layout. So the largest, like you have the smallest of the 3 ships in this equation. The one that drowned Tyla's ship seems to be about the size of the Fair Trade 2. And this 3rd ship is larger than that. It looks like it is the flagship of the pirate who you guys who fought some of you in a cave.
Well,
We know where that
Depends.
flagship is, or do we not know that information?
I
sorry,
mean,
what did you say?
it seems to be the one that's coming at you.
well, the smaller, or at least with creatures, the smaller one tends to have more maneuverability.
Mm-hmm.
Unless
True as
they
well.
were made to be slow. So there could be a chance that we can outrun them, but it's a bit different because I mean I guess like if you think about like wagons, it kind of depends on who is driving it. So I don't know if that logic quite works with ships, but it sounds like they might not be afraid to act aggressively. I don't know what
As I was saying,
their
that
actual
was
goal is though.
yeah, that was my problem with like running away. Is like they're probably just gonna chase us, and it's not like we can. It's not like they. I'm pretty sure they don't have anything else better to do than just to chase us. So if we do run, it's gonna be running for a while. Like we don't know when they're gonna give up. And I don't. And we're out in open sea, so like us losing them is not, I don't think, possible because we had to stay around the island regardless.
So naval battle, ambush, or
They-
spy?
I feel like Lonnie would have at least seen enough ships at this point to like know that cannons don't tend to be in the front, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is, but that's,
Well, if it's a chase, I can try to deter them with control water, but if they are persistent, there really is nothing to stop them. My biggest concern would be if they are so persistent that they would follow us all the way back to where everyone else is.
It's worth noting you could only get into the village because like the villagers intentionally let your ship in and pulled it up the cliffside with ropes. So it would be slightly more difficult for them to make like a nautical assault, although they could, land on a nearby beach and try and come at the village.
Yeah, it still means that they know where we are is the thing.
True. Indeed.
So I guess
it does sound like we're gonna be trying to ambush / naval battle. Everyone okay with that?
yeah, I think that's really our only option here. I do think we just wait.
Worst case scenario, are we okay with losing the ship? This is the only functional ship we have right now.
That's not quite true. We have the Ballinger that didn't sustain any damage before Cataclysm. Probably shouldn't call it Cataclysm. Before we got separated. Has it taken damage since? I have no clue. And then we do have Gentuli's Penitent, which is still an operable ship, but is not going to hold all of them.
I do think we at least prepare for the worst case scenario of if the ship sinks. I can at least polymorph some of us to try to transport everyone to land, but Lonnie's gonna look over at the crates. I think we might want to at least put these in a bag of holding, in case the ship does sink, since it's the most important thing on the ship besides the people.
I agree with that. I mean, if it's at the bottom of the ocean, I'm sure the fish folk can do something about that, but at the same time, it's less of a negotiation piece if it's not
Also, is anyone
within our possession.
else having a hard time hearing Shin? He's like cutting out in and out for me. Is that
Oh.
just me or?
I mean, sometimes, but
Sometimes it gets louder or quieter. Is there anything I don't know if I can Zoom meeting shift you. And put you in the waiting room.
Sorry about that. I didn't realize. Is that better?
Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
I'm so sorry. I forgot to turn on some softwares.
All right.
Thanks for letting me know. Do you want me to repeat anything, or the
No,
gist
I
of what I
got
wanted
it. It
to
was
go?
just very much. If anyone else was talking, I definitely would not be able to hear you. At all.
Okay.
But yeah, basically Lonnie is like, yeah, we can ambush because it does seem like they might like we are gonna have to deal with the problem eventually, but also yeah, I'm kind of not expecting to win because they definitely outnumber us.
Yeah, I think at that point, we just kind of have to expect for them to run away and hope that they don't actually
guess-
try to fight us.
The other concern is if we have any hopes of negotiating with them, this is going to not be good for that.
That's
I
true.
think we talked about this briefly before, but Kabantra's opinion, and he would have voiced this. Seiko is the only person of the Grail Pirate that's most likely to be open for negotiation. Whether they will or not, I don't know. But
I also
all the other people are either seem like they're zealots or borderline insane.
I mean,
But
that
I'm
priest
also
guy definitely
expected
wished us bad
to-
luck.
meet with one of them.
That's the one that Kabacho thinks is negotiable, right?
No.
Is that not her?
Priestess? No.
Yeah, considering you're saying her and he's saying him, no.
Oh, wait, come on. Wait, you mean this guy who thought you were a ghost thought you could negotiate with him?
Yeah, because
After
they
I
actually
just
had
said-
some level of reason.
After I just he thought you were a ghost. I don't think there's any reason behind that.
He didn't see me specifically. He didn't get to see anyone.
Also,
There's no
he
reason
also
why
just
Would
he also
pinpoint,
just wished us
oh,
like
that's
bad luck.
Anorak said
So
this to me.
I think it is also a bit of a reminder, at least like from what I remember that Lonnie has encountered. One of them seems to may or may not be able to make them basically undead without actually being undead. So that's a little concerning. I don't know if it's that guy who is the religious one. There is one who can literally split seas, I believe, with her pure mouths. And there is the one that I think Loki right now I think Loki wants to kill me because I apparently took something from her without realizing it.
yeah, that person definitely wants to murder you. Also, Kabacho, that guy you think you can reason with just wished us like bad luck.
I mean, you said yourself
excuse me,
it
what?
could be something else.
What?
What do you mean wish us bad luck?
Oh, you were down that guy that Kabacho was talking about, like did like a weird like hand gesture thing, like a V shape, but he did it the other way. Usually it's meant for like blessings, but he did like the other way, and if I remember correctly, it means it's bad. Also, I think they worship that like god we found in the tomb, the very strong, boisterous, no, headstrong, tough guy, manly man guy.
I mean, that's a point of common ground. You could talk about that guy.
Camacho, we tried to.
I'm not saying he.
Camacho. Hey, that guy you like want to worship? Yeah, we tried killing him.
Well, no,
Common
I
ground,
wouldn't
right?
say that per se. Anyway, I'm not saying. I'm not saying he is open for negotiation, but at the very least, that specific person has some reason, which means there is some possible. Most of these other girl
Okay.
pirates are
Okay, buddy. But
like they. I mean,
Sorry.
most of the girl pirates sound and act like they're brainwashed. Those are just non-starters. There's
yes,
no
Camacho,
negotiation.
they're in a cult. What do you expect?
Haven't
Exactly.
met with all of them.
I mean,
Or
no, we
honestly,
haven't met all of them.
I don't really remember meeting with too many of them. And we're not I mean, I guess we can assume that they're after the Harpy's heart, which I don't know if they realize that we're here, so I don't know if they realize that we're even It might be risky, but I think we could just test the waters with them and see if they fire, and if they do, I think at least I have enough resources to try to buy us some time to prepare for a counterattack if needed.
I was gonna say, I feel like if that's their biggest ship and they fire at us on our smallest ship, our small ship isn't gonna, survive.
I mean, if we do clash for any reason, it's less gonna be about, oh, we're gonna kill them, and less and more of, oh, we make it not worth their while to change.
Yeah.
Continue the fight.
Then I think the better way to approach that is to just run, and they would have to spend a lot of time and resources to do any damage.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. I guess I'm not too sure.
They are
what-
on their way here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I guess I don't know what the resources are for like chasing, but I can't imagine it's that much. And I can't
Also,
imagine
do
they
we
have
actually-
anything else better to do.
Do we actually know the speeds of the ships?
I mean, so like
Technically,
a small ship is more maneuverable, but if you, as a broad rule, the more sails that you have catching wind, the faster you're gonna go with the wind behind you. There's some exceptions to that, and like super big ships are gonna go slower, and like the Atakabune type vessels, like the older Kiho model, like the one that you boarded, that shit's just gonna be slow in general. But they have oars to help them when the wind isn't in their favor.
Yeah, I was like, because like wind isn't the only thing to, like, sails isn't the only thing to account for, because wind isn't always in that favor.
Yeah, so if wind's out of your favor, then they have more to move, and especially if someone has a down oars and try and shift it, the smaller the ship, the better.
Well, we're in a very like maneuver heavy part of the island.
Yeah, and you're gonna maneuver faster.
Yeah, so like that's just my opinion. But yeah, Lonnie's gonna reluctantly sigh and mentally prepare to go above deck, because she's gonna need to be able to see the water to actually control it. So yeah, that's gonna be a fun thing.
So, it sounds like we're going to wait in ambush, prepare to defend ourselves, but we're going to try to negotiate. How are we going
Some
to
other people, I don't know. Negotiation was on my mind, so.
Oh yeah, no, I was just thinking, see if they fire. If they do, like, I wasn't even planning on the ambush thing. I was just planning on like sailing by, because I don't know, waiting kind of means that we would need to actually, like, we've come to a full stop in my mind, and that's not the very good way to start escaping. So I was just kind of thinking of sailing on by, and if they fire, we slow them down as much as possible, and then we can think about ambushing them and attacking them.
We are not. Sailing by them sounds like a horrible idea too.
Yeah, but I just feel like, even unless we are really good at camouflaging the ship, I just feel like if we wait, that means we are sitting ducks initially. If you're to initiate chase, we are now, like, they're already moving, and we have to actually gain momentum, and that's even worse in my mind, personally. But maybe I am, like, misinterpreting this scenario somehow.
I mean, I don't think so. At least
So
with the
my-
information we have.
Yeah, my idea was just to like sneak attack them when they hit the corner, because we have this whole cliffside to block their view.
Keep in mind, that cliffside does taper down to a beach, so it's not like full size of the cliffside.
I don't know how big
Like,
the
I
cliffside
think it's
is either.
very hard to conceal a ship. Is
We don't know how big.
basically it.
We don't know how big the cliffside is.
Hey Lee, is the cliffside big enough to obscure ship worth of vision?
Yeah, so like it's so tall that like for reference, right?
Just remember, we're talking about this eastern like
to
corner.
quantify this. Yeah. I'll go with
Gosh, math in my D&D game, numbers.
So, the crow's nest on your ship is 60 feet up. And that's about where the top beam is as well. And it's slightly taller. So this is like a 70, 75 foot cliff. So yes, it can obscure your ship if you're right up against it.
Also, where are they actually approaching us from? Because right now the ship is...
They're approaching from the south. You got the scout report from your buddy. You didn't actually see it. You got the scout report.
You're assuming that they're coming between the two islands.
Okay, yeah, then...
Yeah, they're poking at. They're poking their nose
changes
around
things
here.
a bit. Okay, I was like, look. Oh, it's this ship.
Yeah, it's the bigger one that's.
Ignore the
Okay,
fact
I was
that they
looking at
use
this
the
ship. What is this ship then?
This ship is anchored. This is Tyler's ship. This ship is not in motion. This is the ship that you scouted out with the eye earlier.
So the ship to the left, that's the same ship size as the fair trade to the Managonger.
Yeah, and this other one is a bit bigger.
Their big capital ship is the one to the south, although it does say Managonger, so maybe I'm confused. Oh no, they both say Managonger.
I just don't have that much. I just didn't want to get around to making custom art for every single one of the other.
Oh, that's fine. I just wanted to confirm.
That's fine. That's fine.
So yeah, the one to the south is the capital ship. The one to the west is the same size as the fair trade.
Then yeah, I guess we can try hiding for a bit. It's gonna be very obvious if they round the corner to start coming after us. Because you were saying that you were thinking that they're trying to meet with Seiko.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like I don't see a
I kind of imagine
them.
another reason. Yeah, I kind of imagine another reason why they would head in this direction.
Well, I can't imagine any reason for them to head in our direction because if they just want to meet up with that ship, they had a clearer line. Actually, they have a clearer line right now. So the only reason they would go this way is if they spotted us because if they're worried about patrol, this ship should theoretically cover this.
Yeah.
So, like,
that's why I say we should hide
okay,
here.
that changes the things with the ambush. If we hide behind the cliff, Skyturner can keep a lookout and we'll know ahead of time if they're coming after us.
Yes.
Okay, my bad. I did misinterpret some of this situation.
So I think that's our conclusion.
We're hiding basically just
along
north of our crew.
Yeah, along the cliffside.
Yeah, because it should be very clear if they are which way they're going to be turning, because the ships do not turn that quickly, and there's prep that needs to be done for them to go one way or the other.
What, you don't just throw the wheel willy-nilly and just let it spin?
This is why you're not captain.
Sea of Thieves enough.
This is why they fear you being the captain.
I don't
wonder why. That's why.
In this discussion, because I'm like trying to like base some stuff off of Sea of Thieves, but like hell no, does Lonnie know any of this? I'm like, yeah, smaller animals, more maneuverable, sure, probably true.
Yeah.
Smaller
Alright, I think
animals.
that's
yeah, that's our consensus.
So, your consensus is you're gonna hide behind the cliff.
We're gonna go basically just north of our crew on the cliff side and try to hide there from both ships and basically wait to react based on how their capital ship turns.
Okay, so the cliff blocks your
Very
vision.
much, Skyturner, please keep a lookout on.
Yeah, Skyturner flies up to like tell you what's up, but you hear a call and it sounds like people are starting to push things around, and then you hear someone yell out from above as they take a shot, and there's a bit of a slight sounds of kerfuffle above. Sky Turner comes down and says, "Crap!" Some of the crew have left the ruins and they're shooting at the people trying to take the Ballinger. Crap!
Oh, is that what's happening?
Yes, Sky Turner says. It is.
So is that their main ship is trying to take our Ballinger?
They were already
Yeah.
Grail pirates on the coast by the Ballinger.
Damn, do we see their other ship trying to like help them with that?
I mean,
Like, I'm wondering if it's like they went in this direction and joined in the fight.
Trying to
I
fight
guess,
a
I guess,
ship.
I was gonna say, I
I-
guess either way, we can't let them really just take it for free. So
Yeah, it is
so-
also very much they do see us as hostiles, and
yeah,
I really don't think they need a second ship to fight a grounded ship. But sure, I mean,
well, the point is, if they see us, then they might bring in the second ship, and then we might very much be outgunned to extreme
fair.
levels.
But
Yeah.
either way, they definitely do see our party as
Yes,
a
they are definitely threatening our party, which means we should probably do something about that.
Zan, you mentioned previously that you had a spell. Do you still have Skyrite?
I can ritually cast it.
Okay. So I think we're gonna need to pivot once more. I think the party scales the cliffside, tries to help out our crew that's currently fighting for the Ballinger. This ship and this ship and this crew, one attempts to hide, but they will flee as soon as they need to, and we're gonna signal them back when we need a pickup with Zion Sky. We just need to figure out what that message is or what symbol. I can't remember how Skyward works.
I actually don't think we scale the cliffside. If they don't know our ship is here, which I don't see how, unless they've been communicating between the ships. I think we just attack the ones attacking the shore right now. Because if we scale the cliffside and join them, then they'll know that they have reinforcements, and we lose the element of surprise.
I'm a little confused. How are we going to join the fray? We as in the
You're-
party.
Sorry, you're cutting in and out again.
Oh, wait, I am?
Say something again.
Wait, what? Okay.
Nope. You're good.
I don't know what happened there.
But you're saying
I will
that
have
we
that on my
scale
second
the-
monitor as soon as it changes. Sorry about that.
But you're
Um,
saying that we scale the cliff to help the people on land right now, right?
Yeah.
Why don't we just get behind? Because it's the left ship that's firing at them, right?
No, there are already Grail pirates on the island that are now trying to claim the Ballinger. And our crew is now defending it. The ship that's docked to the side is currently not doing anything from what we can see. Or we
Oh.
could see.
That one is anchored. Sorry, I got like dust on my throat or something. Yeah, that one is anchored, so it's not doing anything at the moment.
But I do kind of think so that we should maybe go after that ship first. At least in my mind, like, we have the element of surprise, and honestly, like, doing damage to their ship does a lot more to them.
But I mean, if we attack the anchor ship, then the ship that we were trying to avoid at first is gonna join the fight. At least if we scale the cliffside, there's a chance that
They won't notice the
ship,
party.
yeah, they won't notice. Yeah, they won't notice our ship, and they'll just go pass by.
But are they going to like? But if there's suddenly more people on the island, because if they've just been watching this island for a while, like, are they not gonna?
It's worth noting that the island has like a central copse of woods, and it's not necessarily, it's not one of like the little islets that is like, you know, super barren, all things considered, or like incredibly narrow. There is like almost 1,000 feet of room across in either direction. So
Okay.
it's possible they wouldn't see you, or even if they did, they wouldn't necessarily have a way of knowing that you weren't on the island, say, hidden in the ruin or the woods the whole time.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because like that was my concern. Like, just our presence might alert them that there is someone else around that was not there before. But if that's the case, then yeah. Because I don't want them to like start looking for us either, because they're like, huh, these people weren't there before, you know?
Although the intent was to avoid detection, starting the fight is most definitely not going to achieve that. But
My concern was if we joined the island to help our friends, they would know that we were there anyways, and we would end up in the situation now with the loss of the element of surprise. That was my concern.
I see.
But yeah, if there's plausible deniability that we were here the whole time, then they have no reason to necessarily expect that a ship has come to help them. Because if that was the case, we would still end in a 2v1 fight with the ships, but now we just also are like lose any advantage at all. That was the main thing. But yeah, we can easily scale the cliff.
So sounds like we're gonna scale the cliff, Lee.
All right,
And
so you amble up the rigging and find yourselves with like a slight jump to make. You're about as close as you could get, and the oop. Yeah, maybe this probably is good. No. Yeah, so
I will leave Lumi on the ship, so she can be on the lookout for Sky Turner. Because I presume we kind of can't communicate with Sky Turner if he's like off. Oh wait, no, he came back to report.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna just tell him like, yeah, Lumi's gonna be here. If anything changes with the moving ship, just say it within earshot of her.
Sky Turner nods. And so the group does not have fly at the moment.
What's my second thing? Oh, fly and concentration. Yeah.
So, there is a mast. Imagine that I have done a better job and the mast is there and looks good. And that you're actually like 30 feet higher in the air. But you know, small details. So, there's still like a 10-foot gap at the end of the mast crossbeam. What do you do to traverse it?
I'm assuming we can have our 10 feet of running start.
You're also like
Kibancho.
5 feet down a bit, so you know.
I mean, Kibancho's gonna run, hit the face of the wall,
And then climb.
be ready to climb.
Yeah.
But Kibancho's not gonna climb up. He's gonna be a little bit below to try to catch people if they miss.
Excellent.
Hoping that Zion's not one of them, because Zion, you're taking me out with you.
All right, Tento, what do you do?
Man, I came back just in time. No, I just ran up the wall. Hello?
You used to run up the wall?
Yeah.
Oh, you have second story work, don't you?
Yeah.
You
Second
hop
story
and
work.
run and climb and clamber. Bloop. All right, Zion, what do you do?
I guess I'll also
Uh,
like throw a rope down for Cabancho and tie it to a tree just in case Cabancho needs to grab on something. Since in case something goes horribly wrong.
Zion would just climb, I guess.
All right, give me an athletics or an acrobatics.
Hmm. All things that I'm good at.
Just click your heels and activate your rocket boots.
Oh, that hovered.
You make the
over a
hop.
bit.
You hit the rock like halfway up and clamber up over. All right, Lonnie, what do you do?
Lonnie is going to look at the gap, the drop down to the ocean, and I am going to look at my strength score, and I think I should maybe just stay on the ship for, control water. Yeah. Zion and Kiki can heal.
Lonnie, do you want me to just come pick you up and just ride on me to get off the boat away from the water?
Lonnie is not terribly confident in you making a jump with her on there, honestly.
Damn. Cabancho climbs up and then makes a running jump to the lower whatchamacallit, mast beam and tries to jump back onto the beam.
Yeah, you hop.
I mean, worst case scenario, I have ways to teleport. Like, you will not touch the water as long as you're willing to go with me. I guarantee it.
X doubt.
Lonnie is going to take some rope and tie herself to Cabancho because she is also not confident.
I mean, I gave Cabancho some rope to like make sure that he doesn't like horribly fall. So
Oh,
that makes it
that's
feel
not
better.
the concern here. Lonnie still needs
It's
to hold
hanging
on
on.
to Cabancho
That's fair.
when he is climbing vertically.
That's fair.
Yeah, you guys make a jump, I presume. So you're tied to you're tied into the saddle, as it were, and then Cabancho, you make the hop again.
Yeah.
All right, so you're making your own jump, but you do have a friend on your back. Give me like an athletics or acrobatics with advantage.
Lonnie's gonna cast guidance.
Sorry, how'd you get up here so easily?
Oh, I forgot to add the guidance.
I climb.
Guidance was
Technically,
a.
Roll
you
that
can
shit.
add it after the roll, but I think you can add it after the roll, but before you
Get the result. It was a D4, right?
Yeah, it's a D4.
Okay.
Actually, I do want to check the wording on guidance in case I'm like wrong on that.
Did you think you were gonna make it up, or like you just went for
Yeah,
it?
you managed to make the hop, and with Lonnie in tow, you pop over the cliff.
Calculated decisions.
Okay.
Calculated risk.
No, not that I don't trust you. It's just I'm impressed.
Yeah, it can roll the die before or after making the ability check.
Oh,
Oh, so that's how guidance
also-
works.
I am curious. Does Cabancho count as a mount for mounted combatant purposes?
Oh god, I
We
think we've
have
had
talked
this
about that.
conversation. If it's not in
And
the
you
ruling
said
document.
time being.
All right, we'll continue with it. for
That
the
was
time
a
being.
long time ago.
I will mount
So-
Cabancho so he could be my faithful mount.
All right, so everyone
sounds
wants
like
to
a
Someone
great
had
have
mounted
idea.
combatant. It doesn't really matter for you.
So here's what you guys see ahead of you, right? Some of your crew still appears to be in one of these ruined dwarvish houses. Some of them look wounded. Some of them are down like in the woods, popping shots, occasional whistling of arrows and toss of a javelin at the enemy crew. You can tell that it looks like the oars have been pulled out, and they were trying to actually escape with the Ballinger. So your crew, Cabancho, probably felt compelled to keep that from happening, because they didn't know if they had any friendly ships coming.
Mhm.
In the distance, you can see that it looks like Drowned Tyla is upping anchor, and the other ship is coming gleaming in the distance, a very large and majestic vessel. And you do see Grace the Golden at the prow, looking out as her pilot brings her closer. And it looks like the stage could be set for a fight if you don't handle your business here swiftly. So, but things are taking time, and the wind isn't presently in their sails, so you've got a moment. Tento.
Mm-hmm.
Your passive perception is very high. You note. Why did I think that it used to pop off the side of your token? Okay, so you note that it looks like there's several triggered traps in the dwarf ruin. Like there's some tripwires and some fallen rocks and some pits. Almost like that stuff was triggered recently.
Uh-huh.
However, you also note that there is somebody who has popped up recently. Who appears to be a fishy friend. I am fucking struggling to find the where I have sorted that. All right. Yeah, Fukai Ryaku appears to be sort of like popping up into the ruin, looking around, looking at where the wounded are and down at the fight, and popping back down to report in. But you definitely see him pop their head out.
Okay, there's a token. I was like, is that supposed to be a token over there?
Oh, I didn't turn on the fucking visual novel thingy.
Okay, I was like,
I'll do that during the break.
where do I see this dwarvish ruins?
So, like, the things I'm describing aren't on this map because it's just a generic cliff face
Okay.
map.
Gotcha.
Letting you know before you commit to going to either of these locations or doing anything in particular that may take a long or short time.
Mm-hmm. So, dwarven ruins. Most of the traps have been sprung. Seems recent, but there's a lot of people who are there. There are a lot of people there being treated, though, right? Did I catch all that correctly?
Sorry, restate that.
Traps,
Yeah, there's
Dwarven
some
ruins,
sprung traps in
traps.
Dwarven ruins.
sprung traps. People there being cared. There are people there that are being cared for, and they're friendlies, right?
There are wounded friendlies. There's no one there to care for them. The other friendlies are all
Oh,
down
sorry.
in
I
the
thought this
wards
ambusher.
fighting.
I thought
He's
the
he's
ambusher
looking at him,
was-
and he's looking at like he seems like he's
he's
doing
looking-
some scouting.
Okay. And we know. Do we know he's a friendly too?
We have
I guess
a loose truce with them.
Yeah, that's what. And he's not actively trying to like hurt the wounded friendlies, are they? Or is it?
No, this person is just poking their head out, looking around, ducking back in. And they're pretty
Okay,
stealthy, but
gotcha.
you have like you have a very godlike perception, so you see this happening. They're not trying to announce
Gotcha.
themselves.
Gotcha.
Yeah, don't say godlike. That ego's gonna inflate.
Bike pump, bike pump, bike pump.
So I guess I'll point that out to the squad. Like, hey, there's like Dwarven ruins over there. It seems like it's a relatively safe spot. It looks like a lot of traps there have been sprung. There's a bunch of wounded friendlies there too. Also, I think I saw a fish guy scouting out. So
Yeah, so we have a standing truce with them, but how long that's gonna last is unknown.
I mean, at the moment, he's not actively trying to kill our guys, so I think it'd be safe to go over there and maybe check on those people first and see what's going on.
Yeah, if you can keep an eye on them, I think we need to head into the ruins, get our crew, or meet up with our crew, get the situation, and figure out what's going on first, and then we can figure out how we're going to deal with the Grow pilots or how we're going to deal with the Fukaitaku people.
This one's gonna be.
Lonnie's on. Any objections?
All right. Lonnie is still tied to you. So which way do you head?
Lonnie's the I guess Lonnie doesn't have a choice.
Which way are you heading?
Heading towards the ruins to meet up with our crew that are injured.
Okay.
And I requested Sento to keep an eye on that one fishbook, the Fukaitaku scout.
Mm-hmm.
Whether he does it, I don't know.
Of course, I am looking out for anything suspicious always. Why would I not? I am.
Stop staring at me.
You're just a constant. You always have an eye on you, constantly.
Okay.
My third eye's on you.
All right.
All right.
So, here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna call the break early because I gotta prepare. So, oop.
Do you want to call it early and make it a little bit longer, or just call it?
I'm
early?
calling it early, and it's still going until 9:10. So I am making it longer. by
Okay.
quite a bit, actually.
Okay. I just want to confirm. Cool.
We will be back soon. I mean, if I finished earlier, we could. But like, anyway, do your stuff now, and then we'll convene as time allows.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hello, friends. What the actual fuck? Okay. Do I have to read right on your comment? Ooh, okay. Hopefully that is not lasting damage. All right. Oh yeah, this is way too small. All right, jumping through the process, dear viewers. Yeah. All right. That's one level. Shit, to find the folder is always annoying. Adventure stable, no, RPG. What have I fucked up? Oh, it's literally, I'm using the eraser. D.
Hello.
Hello.
It's me that you're looking for. We ready for the snow, guys?
Oh my god, yeah,
Except
we're about
you,
to
Casey.
get.
No
fucking-
snow for you.
Yeah, we are
Honestly,
ready
if there
to
was snow,
snow.
if there was snow in Florida, we'd be fucked. That's how you know. It's all over.
Wait, did you mention snow in Florida?
No, I was saying like if there was like snow in Florida, that's how you know it's all over.
You do know it actually snowed recently, right?
Did it? How much?
Uh-huh.
It's all over.
There were several inches, and holy shit, Florida is not
Wow.
prepared for this.
I heard that they had to
I-
import a bunch of things to actually use for
You know,
you know,
sorry. Go.
the thingy
No,
that I'm
there was
thinking
a
of.
there was okay. I don't know. Like there was definitely a video of people just sitting on the back of a truck, hand spreading salt. And what I don't know, but what someone told me is that it was table salt.
Yeah, they were using kosher salt. Yeah, I heard about that actually.
And the same person was like, you know what's also good to get about good with what you call it, like melting ice or preventing it from freezing? Sand. Do you know what Florida has a shit ton of? Sand. Do you know what we didn't fucking use?
This thing, yeah, God.
Well, I think sand would be. You can't put sands on the streets. That would just. It would never like go away unless they wash it away or unless it rained.
I mean, they do. They do use sand. It's just not like beach sand. It's the. I mean, very simply, but it's a special type of sand, basically.
But
But
yeah,
I remember
apparently last time it snowed here, the main bridge closed. Actually no, I guess the main bridge didn't close because there were 12 fucking accidents that day because people don't fucking know how to drive in ice in here. And like one of my friends
to
was
be
like joking,
fair,
like, oh yeah,
that's very
now's the
reasonable.
yeah, but like one of my friends was joking, like, yeah, like now's the perfect time for me to come down because like he cannot deal with the heat. And it's like, no, don't. This is quite literally the worst time because like I trust Jake to drive in the snow because you know he grew up in fucking Virginia. It's everyone else I'm concerned about because I was talking to someone at his work party who like thought that they were exaggerating how to drive in snow and ice in the media. And everyone around her was like, no, this is legit, and also it can actually be worse.
Yeah.
Florida was not prepared for snow.
I remember one time I was at work, we had this couple come in to buy a gift card, and she was like, hey, do you know what all those trucks are out there for? I was like, what do you mean? It's like, oh yeah, there's just like a bunch of these trucks just like pouring stuff on the streets. I was like, those are salt trucks. They pour salt on. Oh, you're from Florida. You don't. This doesn't happen. He was like, hey, because oh, I guess you guys just never have trucks that just pour salt on your street, so you know shit doesn't freeze. Okay then, I learned something today.
To be fair, well, also not to be fair. I guess it's like just like unrelated. Florida roads are actually very nice with few potholes because they don't have to deal with the ice fucking the roads up. So that's a nice thing. I do also think back to this one moment where when we came down to like to go to Universal, Jake witnessed a son asking his father if he could get this beanie, and the dad was like, no, because this is like the one day out of the year. This was like in late December, January, I think. This is like the one day out of the year that you're gonna be able to wear this. Oh boy, I don't know if that kid remembers that moment, but he can be laughing now. Because climate change isn't a thing.
Why would
you
be able to
ever
keep my
need
head
that?
warm, Dad, if I had this beanie. But fortunately, I don't have that anymore. Didn't have the choice. To be fair, the dad was mostly right.
No, there's definitely days that like I'm considering pulling out my earmuffs again. They have some like night events. One of them is like actually no, I don't know if I want to say the name of the event. Because that might low key dox me. But yeah, it's like it's a night event where it's like outside, a lot of booths are set up, right? Oh boy, some of those nights is like, I am warm everywhere else, but holy shit, because like I kind of forgot that you need like earmuffs and shit, because you know that's what I expect of Virginia. I'm suffering out here. I wore layers. I forgot about the ear shit though.
Should have that beanie.
You asleep? What the fuck is happening? The thing that I use to add, like I finished speed mapping the maps, right? And the way that I put the maps in isn't loading. Like it says file name and then it won't upload it. And I don't know what's gone wrong, and this is the first time it's ever had this issue, and I don't know what to do. I hate this shit. I hate this shit so fucking much. Foundry really needs to fix this shit if they're gonna replace Roll20. What if I just put it here? Will it magically work? What if I put it up here? Will it magically work? God, I'm reloading Foundry. I don't have another plan. But I'll remove the break. So, hi, welcome back from break. It was a long one. I fucked up my earphones while you were gone.
Yeah, I saw that
I'm
picture.
fixing that. Most of these aren't loading. What's going on? God. Okay. I have gone and moved it through my drive. This shit won't load. What the fuck is happening? Are you guys connected okay? Okay, now it's
Let me try
popping up
moving.
a bunch of screens at me.
I can move around.
Yeah.
Alright. What is going on? I have the map made, I have everything set up, but the file just won't fucking pop out. I don't... Oh. Foundry, why are you doing me like this?
Would you like us to go somewhere else?
There's no specific map of anything on the island. I should have just drawn some rectangles, but I'm too stubborn. I went to the trouble of making the map, did it fairly fast, and now I can't get it. So I'm gonna waste the entire rest of the night attempting to troubleshoot this one fucking tech issue. I fucking hate Foundry. Sorry, I know people don't like it when I say that. It's 9:20. What the fuck am I doing? I literally have no idea what could be causing this or what to do to fix it. But I am looking at it. It's on the stream in this little upload box. Like, I have successfully made, like, I don't know what. Oh my god. I'm gonna redo the setup, and you guys are gonna have to load back in. Sorry, but I can think of nothing else.
You're good.
I think that's fine. It's not going to be a huge problem, or at least shouldn't be.
Oh, now we got kicked from it.
Yep.
Yeah, he was gonna kick us.
Oh, okay.
I'm
I
complete.
guess I
I'm
part.
completely restarting it because like shit just isn't working right, and this is my last hope. Like I have
just
no
missed that
plan
memo.
B.
I just know that like you were like, oh, are you guys even still connected and stuff? Okay. Okay. Oh, one plus side, I guess, of Florida getting snow. Group chats are filled with animals possibly seeing snow for the first time in their lives.
Amazing.
Oh, that's cute. See them jumping around.
Yeah. Unfortunately, adult life is like I wanted to see how my cats reacted to the snow. But and like they're like iffy on like if they want to go outside or not. Because they hate the harness. One of them is like curious enough that she will tolerate the harness. The other one loves going outside to join her sister until we try to put the harness on her, and she's like, you know what? Never mind. I'll just stay inside. So was like a little iffy on if we were gonna even like bring them outside. So then I was like, wait, I can bring the snow inside. And then Jake pointed out that yeah, snow probably has a lot of toxins nowadays because we can't have nice shit anymore.
I mean, to be fair, it probably wasn't good either back then either.
Yeah, it's just that there's even more air pollution now, you know.
Yeah.
The Toto clearing. Alright, what the fuck am I doing?
But we did get a flocked tree, which apparently flocking is bad for pets if ingested in like high amounts. But the plus side is apparently I guess it tastes bad because our cats have not touched our tree when they would be all over the non-flock tree before. So I do get to still enjoy cats with like a light dusting of snow sometimes.
That's good.
Yeah, Rose. Don't look at your screens right now, I guess.
I'm looking.
Oh, you probably can't see shit anyway because you don't have characters here.
Yeah. I mean, or also, I guess I would have to refresh the page.
Yeah, I haven't.
Yeah, I haven't loaded
tried
back
to
in
go
yet.
back in.
So I was like, wait, has something happened? I need to refresh the page.
I
guess
refreshed,
something
but I haven't.
happened.
I'm
Yeah,
still,
refresh. Or yeah, you can reconnect.
Yeah, I was like, dude,
I am
try to
now
load
loading
in
back
'cause
in.
Foundry
What?
can
Game pause.
take a bit. I'm like trying to think of shit
You can now
to,
see.
I guess, kind of fill the silence. It's like less awkward when if we're in person, but kind of awkward because stream. But man, like not gonna lie, just all of the shit I can think about is just depressing shit. So
That's fair.
besides Florida with snow, because that shit was funny.
Never thought I would ever see. Are they like taking precaution now for snow, or like do they just think it's another like one-off thing? I
I mean,
wonder.
to be fair, it is a rare thing, but oh boy, like I mean, like I would not be surprised if it happens more frequently.
Yeah.
Because you know, climate change is a fucking thing. But whether or not the people here believe it is a different matter. Oh right. But Shin, if you wanna, I don't know if you saw this comment, but if you wanna learn larboard and starboard, I do know a very good way for you to learn it.
What is that?
It requires you to get back into Final Fantasy 14.
I see.
Look. So like,
So it's a trap.
so we, I'm gonna like, I guess over explain this in case people, these are a lot of like rating terms, I think. So cleaves, in this like cleaves are like, you know, like large AoE effects coming from the boss, right?
Can you guys see stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, we can.
Yes.
All right, I think we can resume. Sorry about that whole fiasco.
Okay.
You'll have to tell me later.
All right, so here's the situation. You approach, you see that you have some wounded crewmen in here, and you have a there was a Fukairaku poking their head up from under this rock. And it looks like there are previously triggered traps. Fucking in this zone.
Nothing on the inside of the ruins that we can see. Just
Yes,
around it.
on the inside as well.
Okay.
So did just refreshing fix the problem, Lee?
I restarted the entire server, did, but thing about Foundry is like a lot of times like someone stops supporting their module and then someone makes it like, oh, you should be using the new better module. So I wouldn't be surprised if someone has made a new module to do what I do and it's better or something. And I don't know. I'll do a lot of research post stream. I can usually prevent that from happening, and I got a little. Anyway, we can talk about that later. But wait, is refreshing work for you? Can you see right now? Is that what you're asking?
Yes, no. I was just curious on how like the problem was like solved.
I'm turning it on, turning it back off again. Turn it off and turn it back on again. Pretty much.
The universal.
Yeah, the universal solver, as it were. So yeah, it looks like these are like roofless structures with like worn walls, and there's clearly like triggered traps. They fall traps with spikes and like falling rock to like crash your legs when you fall into them that have been triggered. There's some blood on some of them that's fairly dried. And
Don't
this
say any bodies.
looks like some forward structure. Nobody's dead that you can see. There's some forward structures. There's this large forward structure that has lots of little arrow slit things out through its walls. Other than that, I mean, you can usually like poke your head over the wall that is ruined, but these things are otherwise pretty solid. And yeah, unless you hide yourself, one of them would call Captain Cabancho and wave over to Cabancho.
Oh yeah, I guess you are technically captain, huh?
Yeah, I am.
Careful, this place is lousy with traps. You've got to slide in, and they kind of like point you to this alleyway and hugging this wall to get here, as the way that they suggest reaching them.
Assuming all the traps that are activated are fully activated, doesn't have like a.
It's like a difficult.
Phase 2.
It's like a pit, so you need to hop across it.
More jumping.
It'd be kind of like difficult terrain to move around, and like if you got knocked over in it, you'd probably get hurt.
I'm assuming because nothing's like pressing, we're not gonna deal with rolls, or do we need to roll to climb over or hop over?
No, it's like as long as you have a lineup, you can hop over.
Is Lonnie still on your back, or did she untie herself off there?
I think that's a question for Lonnie, because I'm assuming it got Lonnie tied it, which means I will have a hard time untying it.
I don't know how flexible are your arms.
Yeah, as I was saying, can you reach your belly with your arms, or
Can
like?
you
Wait,
turn
which part
your
is your-
possibly existent spine?
Which part is your belly? Is it like the upper part, like, or is it like the lower
Yes.
part?
Also, yes.
You have two stomachs?
Yes. Everything you say is going to be a yes.
Are you?
They're like, well, I hope you have the stomach for
So-
this, because we've got a bit of a conundrum, Captain. It looks like they're moving in on the ship. Wait, how did you get here?
Yeah, we came on a boat, too. We came on the fair trade. I'm going to climb over the wall.
Yeah. So you see them.
How many of you guys are here?
And he said the rest of us are in the woods right now, trying to draw them out.
It's just the 4 of you guys here, and the rest is trying to defend the Ballinger.
They nod,
Or the Silkinger.
they said we don't have great odds, Captain, but we think that there's those fish folk nearby. I wanted to explore, but we took a vote against it. We're low on supplies and pretty desperate. And they kind of gesticulate to this and say, I've been listening at it, and I think I can hear something below.
The rock?
Yeah. And as you see, it's a boulder that looks like a cracked piece of ceiling that's kind of like congealed with some other stuff. And he says, I think that, I think there's something under here. Oh, you pull out, it's actually, someone tries to sell you best viewers on, insert name here. Possible ban evader. I think we will be sending them to the abyss.
I pass around 4 out of the remaining 5 good berries. To the people here.
I'm gonna inspect the boulder, not the rock.
Alright, so you have a look. They take the good berries and they are heartened.
Is
So,
the good berry
give me
an
investigate
enough
to investigate the rock.
Can I
It only
investigate
heals
the-
one.
the-
Yeah, but one could be a lot for them.
I'm gonna
mean, that's
investigate
not
to make
fair.
sure that the boulder is functional. Yeah, I think we can ride this thing, guys.
Ride
So
the
you think
boulder?
that the boulder has definitely been placed such that it's movable from below and it's covering an entrance.
You guys never seen SpongeBob? How they used to ride these things?
Yeah, I know. I was hoping
Guys,
you
it's
were gonna make-
operational.
Bob?
We can we can ride this boulder to anywhere, guys. It's so
Is that
operational.
like a fishing bob made out of sponges?
Nintendo,
Yes.
you've been smoking or eating something too much. You need to cut back.
That's a lie. I
That's-
never eat too much.
Uh,
don't you lie to me.
That's a new level of delusion.
Pioneers used to drive these things everywhere, guys.
Um,
But on a more serious note, yeah, there's something under there. There's like a door or something. We need to push this out of the way.
I go up to the boulder and like knock on it and saying, "This is Kapancho the Anorak.
You hear
Ah.
Is
nothing.
it me that you're
I'm here to
looking for?
negotiate a peace. We had a truce before. We are here to trade goods and information."
You're doing your mic stand thing again.
Silence. Silence greets you.
All right.
I would
I don't
feel
know
like
what's going
if,
on with my mic. Hopefully that sounds better and stays better.
Oh. Also, I would think if the fish people were coming out of here, they would have noticed these guys right here.
I mean, you
Unless
said
they're
you
here
noticed.
already.
You said you noticed one of them already.
This was happening from here.
Yeah.
The fish person poked his head out from this one.
Yeah, but
Oh,
based on the information you just told us, I'm assuming all these boulders are entrances.
So yeah, you get no
I think
response,
That's quite an
Kabancho.
assumption. You want to try opening it?
I mean, we could, but I want to make sure our second impression is a good impression.
I mean, as long as the rock's intact, I'm
10,000
sure.
Old Hand says, "We don't have time for a lot of politeness. We have people fighting for the ship out there, Captain. Move the boulder or not."
Dento, where did you say you saw the scout?
Over on the other room right there.
The scout, they all look.
Go to that one
aghast.
first. If
You
one
guys
of you are
didn't
able,
notice?
no, you had to tell us.
No, not you guys. These guys. They're
Well,
like.
we only have a
what-
window
do you-
facing this way. They jerk to this.
Well, that's true. I mean, he's still. That's true. Okay.
Do you want to?
Well, if one of you guys are able, can you guys run back to the rest of the crew? And tell them that we are here and to prioritize their own safety over the Ballinger.
All right,
So-
Captain. I'm the healthiest here. I'll run. He like clambers over the wall and heads out.
Are there any traps in the other room? I assume there isn't, since. Oh well.
Well,
Just because you came
they
out
said that they
doesn't mean
haven't
there
been
aren't any
too
traps
much in
there.
here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So maybe.
So I guess I'll check first to see if there are any traps along the way.
Yeah, so you poke about. You do note that there is a set of traps at like the most obvious entrances.
Aha! You see? A window is an entrance! I told you!
You think that if you were to clamber over some of these other walls, though, that wouldn't be it. But you do see, you know,
Is there a wall along the south face of the highlighted box?
that wall is mostly destroyed.
Okay.
So like it's like
I wasn't
there's,
sure if it was
ruiny
like
bits,
foliage
but
that was
no, you can-
covering it, or
Yeah, you can mostly walk over it.
Also, Lee, I'm assuming these squares mean that the whole area is covered in
Yeah,
that
like
trap,
this whole
right? Not
area
like,
is like a trap. And
yeah,
we're-
it's not like I could go in this corner and just be fine.
well,
Gotcha. I just
actually,
wanna
no.
make sure.
Yes. So that's this square and this square aren't. So you could do that.
Oh! I'm gonna go do that.
All right. So I'm assuming you inform your party and they follow you that way.
following
Are
10%.
they all able to fit like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure. Yeah, this way, guys. Don't step anywhere else but where I'm stepping, or you can step where I'm not stepping and you'll just fall in a hole, but... Kai, are you in the game, Kai?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
says
that's weird.
players
He's not
to
in the
me.
players.
Yeah.
What?
But Zion's name is on the map.
Yeah.
And his cursor is.
Wait. No, now he is. Now he is. Okay.
Huh?
Now. Hey, Shin said the same thing. Zion wasn't there for a second ago.
I was talking about
You
you
look at the
crazy.
stream. You look at the stream. Oh no, the fucking
I plead the fifth.
overlays blocking the player kill list. I'm not crazy.
Been
You're
here
crazy.
the whole time.
But sorry. Yeah, just follow my steps. If you don't, you'll probably fall into something.
Well, falling might be the goal because
I'm
trying to
moving
go
people's
down.
tokens for them unless they want me to not do that.
I mean, I'm fine with you moving me around like that, but yeah.
I would just catch them.
Um,
Yeah, there's a rock. You grok that it's the same situation.
all right, come on.
Launch
Show
the
you want to
exact same shit.
talk to the
Knock
boulder?
to the boulder.
Wait, Lee, is it a rock or is it a boulder?
I feel it's not really a distinction I'm drawing here.
To Darren, there is. Not
You hear like a shifting, and then like there's a back, and the rock is like slightly pushed aside. And someone below says in.
it goes in.
Alright, and
So the difference between a rock and a boulder is a large rock and a rock is a small piece of solid material. Solid mineral materials. So technically this is a boulder. Fun fact.
you used to have a light layer concept called a hole, and I'm trying to see if I can still make those.
Our streams are also very educational.
Mhm.
Not gonna lie, I'm watching someone play Project Zomboid. I just think of that challenge someone did playing Project Zomboid with just the mouse. And like,
Oh,
I can't imagine it being fun.
no, it's not.
Huh?
It's absolutely horrendous. I think I saw the same video. I was in pain just watching it happen.
I think like in that video, stairs were like the worst enemies. I mean, everything was the worst enemy because movement was ass, but yeah.
I presume Zon and Lonnie follow below.
Mm-hmm.
Is
I mean, I am.
Lonnie still
Still-
on Cabancho's back?
Oh no, yeah, shit, you're riding, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, I just
I
You-
don't
you
have
have
a
the right
choice
to
in the
kind of
matter.
Mount.
I mean, you
others.
could cut the rope. That's
A
your
brief
choice.
investigation of the zone shows you the floor plan. The voice sort of came from the east. It looks like there's a deeper hole in there. You see there's this interconnected series of rooms with interesting carvings on the wall that Zion partially recognizes.
A little bit louder, Cabancho says, my name is Cabancho. I am the Anorak. We spoke. Well, I spoke with someone earlier. I'm here to talk peace and negotiate.
It said
Have
that
goods and information to
the
trade.
voice from the east says, the tiefling told us all about you. Come.
I just let
In what
But I
direction?
was like, we should probably get this done quick because we still have, you know, people dying out there. Oh, so he was going into that room.
Alright. You approach the hole.
The other hole?
More holes. Is there a meerkat anywhere?
What now?
Meerkat. Dig a tunnel. Dig a tunnel.
What are you talking about?
Lion King. Timon.
You okay there, Shin? You making up stuff now?
Do you not know Timon from Lion King?
I know I do. I do.
Okay. I was about to question our whole friendship right there.
1.5 store. Lion King 1.5 was okay. Oh, Zion's in the water. He's returned. It's returned to its natural habitat. It just needs to jump in.
It's favorite terrain, okay?
Yeah.
You pop out from like a bit of loose rock here, and you find yourselves rather feeling quite alarmed by how luscious and wet the cave is. You are also greeted by plenty of friends, and by friends,
Specific friend?
I was gonna say, are they friends? Yeah, I was thinking,
I
are they
mean,
friends? Huh?
plenty of Fukeraku. What? The pugilist token is not set up correctly. Oh my. Yeah, just fucking. Boom. Okay. So, a couple of them have shown up, and they sort of gesticulate for you to come join them in the waters. There is also a nearby, like watery cliff to your south that one could theoretically like climb up, but you probably won't.
Oh, challenge accepted.
Is Lonnie still like tied
How
on to
deep-
Gabancho? Is Gabancho's gonna go in the water?
No, Kibancho. How deep is the water? Is it like treading depth? Is it swimming depth? Is it walking depth? I guess treading depth and swimming depth is the exact same thing. Is it swimming or walking depth?
Pause. Past Leland did something very strange with these maps. It's like you could swim or tread in it. You could swim in it or you could walk in it unless you're particularly short, perhaps.
Like,
How
It will not be considered mechanically lower than 0 feet. Let me put it that way.
okay. That's a good way to put it. I guess I'll
Lonnie,
walk
you,
in the water.
you're gonna be okay up there? I'm gonna start walking. Worst case scenario, I'll climb along the side of the wall to stay out of the water. I don't know how deep this water goes once we're further in.
Zion's gonna walk into the water and see how submerged it is.
It doesn't get that submerged here.
Mm.
But you do feel like there are deeper portions up ahead. Alright, so does the group go with them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, you hear some people speaking. You understand a bit of it. Someone says something about blood tide, and you hear a familiar voice say, I'm sure that if Cabancho is here, then that must mean that this is all very close to a very positive outcome, my dear Siren. I'm certain that if you would just let me, and you hear a sonorous voice say, enough, child of the progenitor. We will let your friends talk next. You have talked plenty. And you all arrive. There are like deeper sections. I don't know if you can see them, but like you would see Kai that like this is like about to be like a step off into this lower section.
Mm.
Oh, is it dark in here?
It is a bit of natural light, although that isn't modeled very well, I guess.
No, I'm just wondering because every time I click on my character, everything goes black and white.
Yeah, it's because you can't see shit. It's because
Okay, gotcha. That
I
I was
have
just
it-
making sure that was the reason why.
Yeah.
He went black and white
Yeah,
because I can't see anything.
it's honestly it's kind of shadowy in here. Cough, cough, shin, cough, cough.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah,
If
like,
Kento can't see, then Zion can't see.
yeah, but you can. I did it, but just I'll put like a
It's-
blazing golden sun outside as well.
It's dark, but not pitch black dark.
Mm.
That was a good movie.
Oh, I'll keep walking.
Oh well, yeah. Try. Wait, is it? I'm guessing it's okay for us to walk past these guys.
Yeah, well, I mean they would keep out ahead.
I
I don't know if you guys are seeing it, but the
hands
darker portion,
on
like the deeper portions, are
pugilist.
marked on the map. And
Very loosely.
I see. Yeah, I see like a little shadow there. Okay, that's cool.
they point to the stairs here, which you can't quite see. But let me mark on the map.
I like the little pugilist's hands there. It's like tied with kelp or something.
Yeah, you like the little. They actually, I thought a lot about like you know that they're wearing like shells, and also they have like blubber based
Yeah.
satchels and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, and other
Also, we
equipment
don't
that seems
see
like
that.
it'd be pretty good in the water. They kind of gesticulate to you, and then some of them rush towards the beginning. You see to the south, it looks like they're really like
That's
are up around that entrance, ready for the worst.
do you expect other company?
Ah, we're not exactly friends with those Grail pirates.
Do you? Are they close or nearby? Are you just on guard because they're here now, or is it because they're close by?
They don't. They kind of look at you, and like someone's like, and the other one just says, "Go see our leader," as they don't seem to be super interested in like catching you up.
Okay then.
No, sorry, Shin. I think I fucked this up, but
Is that dark?
you're not at the top yet, Shin. Sorry, I'm trying to make stairs for you.
Okay.
Ah,
Oh,
my bad.
okay, cool. I was like, where they went into the wall. I was like, what?
Yeah. So like these stairs to these stairs, these stairs to these stairs. Boom. Okay. So you're all on this upper level together, and there would still be Fukera. So there's like one Myrmidon and one Pugilist to either side of the Deep Siren. Yeah. Bam. That's the Deep Siren. He's chilling on a rock. Redfar is here, alongside some fish bones. It seems Treadfar has been trying to choke down, like, uncooked fish. And Treadfar says, "Oh, friends, it is so very good to see you. This is a very important find. These here gentle Mer of the Blood Tide Association are very interested in the deal that Cabancho cut with them. Yes, the tools," she says, looking at Cabancho.
Sorry, before we talk business, I look at Treadfar and say, "Are you okay?"
Yes, they assured me that I would have safe hospitality with them until such time as the deal was complete, and did insist on my continued protection in their company, but yes, I'm fine.
I pass him my last
Also
good
food.
berry and say, "This should hold you over for at least today."
Wonderful. And they could like marvels at the species of bug it is before popping it in their mouth, and
Oh, so Trevor just knows it's a bug.
I mean, it's not really hidden. It's just straight up like
you just refuse to acknowledge that it's not Barry.
yeah.
I mean, I call them good berries. But yeah. With that settled, say hello. Thank you for keeping my friend here safe, and thank you for honoring the truce.
Of course.
So we do have magic tools that are resilient, if not immune to rust. And we you're in desperate need of help. How are you faring against our lovely tourists, the Grail Pirates?
Well, we'd hoped to pick up whatever shook out from the sky, so to speak. But the situation has become a lot hotter than I'm interested in. We're here to turn a profit and go. Since you're a reasonable spider of business, I felt we could wait just long enough to finish hearing you out. And we have secured the safety of your friend, they gesticulated Treadfar, as a sign of good faith. They
That is
did
very
fish me out of the water, Treadfar says.
So they're not native to this area?
Do you say that out loud? I would say,
No, I
in
said
character,
it.
you know that the Fukeiryaku are like the deep people of the sea. So they usually live fairly far underwater. That doesn't mean they don't come here, but they don't seem to be locals. They've inhabited this cave, but, you know.
Okay, I was just curious. I thought they like lived around there, but no, they don't really. Are you saying like they live in the depths of the water and they really don't come up unless necessary, kind of deal, or like?
Like their like civilizations exist like totally like underwater, like Mariana
Okay.
Mariana Trench underwater.
Ah, scariest of them all. Gotcha.
Delicious marinara trench.
My favorite kind of trench. I love dipping my mozzarella sticks in it. Sorry, go on.
I was hoping to negotiate your help, of you and your people, to help with me and my crew. We are scattered. The Holy Grail Pirates are a thorn in everyone's side. They need to be dealt with.
Hmm.
And there are the Harpies are causing unnatural problems. They too also need to be dealt with. This is not your fight, but I implore you to consider.
And she says, "Oh, I've considered quite a few things for my people. You don't become a siren by accident. But I'm going to need to consider what's in it for me. You were willing to trade the tools before. What better thing do you have to offer me that would be worth risking my people's lives? Going up against them, even with a cunning plan and overwhelming odds, which I'm not yet convinced you have, is going to involve casualties. What's worth getting some of my people killed for?"
I look at
That's a very good
Treadfar
point.
and say, how much do you value knowledge and information?
And everyone says, "Oh yes, well, we have quite a few resources at our disposal." And I hate to be so mercenary about it, but I would point out that the Grail Pirates are in something of a parallel trade to the Blood-Tide Bandits. Treadfar says, finally letting the words slip out that they had been euphemistically dancing around. If this bothers the deep siren, she shows no signs of it. And Treadfar continues,
The what?
"I propose that we could split the booty, as it were. You help us take down one of their ships, and, well," Treadfar gesticulates, "most of the value will go down with the ship, so to speak. Yes, down into kraken-infested waters. That thing is a risk to us all. You should
How
respect and
about
fear
waters
such
that is
power."
not? How about waters and treasures, spoils left that is not within the Kraken's realm?
Well, as far as I can tell, the whole island is now the Kraken's realm.
I'm not talking about this island. To my understanding, your people have many and long channels that you can travel between. Your reach and influence is much further than this Kraken.
True. But I came here to get treasure. Are you promising me treasure somewhere else? I'm gonna have to take you on a lot of word there.
That is fair. But yes, that is what I'm proposing.
Have we actually like sunk any ships? Sorry, go on, Lee.
I mean, like in the course of like events, yes.
Yeah.
Not necessarily a Grail pirate ship, but you know,
Not necessarily close to here. Per se.
the only Grail pirate ship that you saw go down is Seku, the guy who made the V at you, the V that way. And the Deep Siren says, "But go on. What are you promising me? What do you have to offer across these varied channels and booties?"
Have you ever had to dealt with a hack coven? Formidable foe that I would say even the Kraken would have problems with.
We have encountered sea hags. We tend to give them a wide berth.
But a coven.
Yes, a sea hag coven is a dangerous set of foes, but what are you driving at?
We have good information that there may be a chink in a coven, which means there's a lot of powerful tools and treasures just out of reach. Depending on how we negotiate, I can give you all the information. Or I could give you just enough to motivate a trip down to where they live.
Drew up her chin and says, "That's a promise of something in the future. And with your tools in hand, we won't be leaving empty-handed. How much are you expecting us to fight?"
This is the part where, sorry, a little bit out of character. This is the part where I'm not entirely sure.
I think. Which part are you not sure about?
How much we negotiate their contribution, basically, and what
So
our
that's gonna
goal
take
is, and
out-
how much we are trying to do. Are we trying to like flatten and completely eradicate the Grail pirates, or are we just trying to like
just
send
taking-
them packing?
I think just taking down the anchored ship should be good enough, and probably won't cost us too much. Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how much treasure is left on that Hag Island, and I don't want to ask for too much.
Well, that's the thing of this negotiation. That's a little bit out of character, a little more out of character.
Mhm.
We're not promising them treasure. We're promising them information. I guess to go back into character, at the very least, we need you to help us with the drowning high, the Managonger that sails with. I guess they don't have colors. That sails with the Holy Grail pirates.
Yes.
We'd also need you to.
You are asking us to take on a certain risk. That ship is commanded by a powerful druid. Do you have a
We're not asking you
means?
to take that alone. We will be with you. But
And how many of you are there? I only count 4.
I would not discount the 4 in front of you. But there's also 5 of us.
Tinto's like picking his nose.
I got another one in my pocket.
Says,
We are a
"I see."
resourceful group, and I believe we can take on that ship alone. But the time and the resources that would take is going to be too long. And by that time, harpies will also catch wind. They might think they have an opportunity to settle a score. I'm not looking to give harpies any opportunities, and I really want these girl pirates to go away.
I see. So we'll make a. So you want us to do what? Distract them while you go in for the kill?
My goal is to sink that ship. Me
Got
and
it.
my crew can go on a board and keep them busy above water.
I see. So you want us to attack from below the waves.
Along with that ship, I'm also gonna need you to hold up their main ship, their capital ship. The amount of firepower that's on that one single boat is not something that me and my crew can deal with.
You rub your chin and it says, well, it's not a small ask.
It's not a small.
Those people in the village up top, are they yours?
We are friends with them, and they have agreed to help us in any way they can. They have a lot of stake in this.
Well then, if you bring along
Tournament.
them and maybe some more friends who I've heard might be in the area, maybe a little ship just came around the way, then alright. We'll sink one from below and slow down the other, but I can't offer you much in the way of slowing it down. The captain of that other ship, he kind of drifts off, looks in the distance and says, your people still remember the days when those things came out of the water?
Lee, what is
Lord.
she referring to? I don't know.
There's lore.
I don't
roll me a
that.
history if you want.
Yep, sounds about right.
He says, all right, Zion.
Yeah.
So they know many names, but clearly she's talking about kaiju, and she's talking about the kaiju spine on the island, and possibly the kraken. And she says that technique that she used to destroy one of the ships on your side. It was developed.
Ship?
It was developed in ancient times. Yes, she did. She used
I
her
thought she
kaiju.
just used it to kill a tentacle.
She also did that.
Okay, I just want to make sure I remember correctly.
And she says that attack was developed to kill kaiju. If she has mastered that, then I shudder to think what her abilities are. I won't overcommit my crew to attacking a ship that has her on it, but we will do what we can to form distractions and lead her away.
I appreciate that. And I'm not looking for you or your people to lay down their lives for this.
Understood. Well then.
That is a lot of wishful thinking in times of, well, the Kraken swimming around actively.
She looks you up and down, and she says, you're promising me information now or when I agree about the location of this hag coven?
I will give you the information of where the Hag Coven is, but the vital information of that would keep you and your people safe there will be withheld until afterwards.
Information afterwards, fine. But the tools now, she says.
We will give you half the tools now. The other half, once the ship is sunk.
Give me a persuasion.
How do we give them after they sink the ship?
Is it too late to cast guidance on him?
No?
I mean, you are literally tied into my back right now.
You can tell he's like tensing up to like,
Lonnie's giving you like a little pep talk. It's like, Kabacha, you got this. You're the best one to persuade them all. It matters, yay!
I saw that one there for a second.
Oh my god, yeah. She's like, you know, I like something about you. You remind me of a priest of the dead. Alright.
I look at Lonnie.
Because he is dead. I mean, what?
Half the tools, and I'll set my gang to the job. But get your people moving quickly. We'll head out from here right away.
Well, before we head out for that, we need to help our people that is on this island right now first. So if you can
Alright.
wait until then, you will hear us when we start boarding their ship.
Understood. We'll be lurking. And you gotta just,
How can we contact you if details of our plan changes? I'm sure you guys can keep a tab on us.
There'll be
anywhere on
somebody.
this
There'll be
island.
someone here who can pass along a message.
Thank you. I tried to crane my neck to look at Lonnie. Like, hey Lonnie, can you bring out that bag of holding? Trying to like talk over my shoulder.
Yeah, I guess Lonnie is gonna just like start pulling out some tools, and then like halfway through ask like, wait, so how much is half? How many?
I was wondering the same thing.
I was
What
gonna
is-
give you an arbitrary, like, that's good enough.
Okay, okay. Yeah, Lonnie's just gonna
Actually,
pull
just
them
all
out
of it.
slowly, one by one, I guess.
I apologize that we don't have a convenient container for you, but with everything going on, we do not feel safe leaving them in a crate where the Grail pirates could also easily loot it.
Indeed. And so, all right. So you hand over the tools? Question mark.
Yeah, have to.
All right. Remember
And
on
early negotiated deal. Shoot, did I not write down their name?
She hasn't told you her name.
No, not her. Fuck.
What? Tyler the Drowned, Grace the
Um,
Golden.
No, the person that enchanted these and sold these tools for me.
Oh, like
Part
a
of the
merchant
deal
from that
was
city.
their name. I thought I wrote it down. I don't see it anymore. Oh, I got it. The just for your information, and I would seek out this person if you would like more of these tools. Walk with Saints is the alchemist that enchanted these tools.
What would have happened if they absolutely hate this person?
They nod and say, they do ask like, where can we find them? And the answer is Mirko.
Far, 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 far away.
Yeah.
He resides in Marcos, but you can see his wares with his insignia.
I see. Well then,
Sorry, her insignia. Sorry.
we'll have to seek her out. Now then, go and tend to your crew. I will marshal my people. He lets out a song around the cave, and people kind of start to hustle and hop around.
I have a quick question.
Hmm?
How does one become a deep siren?
She smiles and says, well, first, you have to be a Fukai Ryaku. Once you work that out,
Alright.
she winks, I'll tell you the rest. And then she dives into deeper water, then resurfaces. Bob.
It's never that easy information, is it? Shame.
So, do I presume you guys just exit the way you came, but with Treadfar in tow?
Yeah.
So
And
Trevor,
along the
how's
way, we're gonna
cuisine?
grill Treadfar for information.
Yeah, Treadfar says, yes, this is...
How was it being a bird? How did you not die? And,
Well,
were
when
you
I fell, I
okay?
fell into the water, and then I received assistance from these fine fellows who you'd negotiated with. I think they were intending to keep me as a hostage in case you decided you wanted to renege on your deal. But things went well, and I managed to ingratiate myself somewhat to Deep Siren. The Blood-Tide bandits seem to operate on a carrion model, hanging around other bandits, pirates, and taking what falls below.
I'm really sorry about the fall, Treadfar.
Oh, it's quite all right,
really
Lonnie.
didn't
We
want
were
to have to do it.
obviously all working under tense conditions.
How's their food?
slightly undercooked compared to my usual fare, but then I'm always looking to try new cuisines. So as you guys come here, right, as you enter like this portion of the underground, from above, you hear people yelling, "They're on the way! Dig in!" As it sounds like some enemies are on the move as well.
We should probably get up there.
Yeah, let's scurry on up.
Is this the hole to get up? Yep, it is. I found the hole, guys!
Yep. So,
Usually have trouble
Oh, wait,
finding
is
the
that,
hole.
does that mean that...
oh, so
Wait.
do you guys like move? You guys
Do we-
move the rock and then climb up, right?
As I was saying,
Oh,
did
we have to move the
should we
rock.
come
Sorry.
up?
It's designed.
should we come up the same way we-
designed so that you can do that. But if you, I mean, do you guys just push over this rock and come up or not?
I think we should come up the way we came so we can push that rock back in place, and we could probably let the injured people hide in the tunnels.
Okay, so where do you emerge initially? Because you just described like kind of like a split action there.
Yeah, no, I was just.
Where do you pop?
like,
you pop up here?
getting it.
I mean, if
I
we
was
try
trying to
to
get
have them
everyone's
hide
opinion on
up,
that.
up the one that's right next to us.
Oh shit! Sorry, I thought you guys had moved yourselves up. I'm now realizing.
Oh,
I'm
I
not
did.
No, I
looking
mean,
at
I didn't
it.
realize
I
it
did.
was a pause.
I did. But I'm just saying, like, if we want to hide people in this tunnel, we should probably seal up the other entrance too. Then that's why I
sorry
say we
if
should come up.
Oh, sorry. Finish up. Finish up.
No, so that's why I think we should come up the way that we came, so we can seal that hole, and then we can push that one, so we don't have to, like,
for
go back and forth.
For the injured folk, sorry if I missed this, but are there injuries like something like full heal will like help with, or is it like, oh, we need to start casting lesser restoration and other shit kind of levels?
Healing would do it. It's not like they don't have like a limb to regenerate or anything.
Okay. I guess Lonnie will offer that up, like, but also if
This
we
doesn't really matter where we spawn.
like, do we have a plan to get them out of the tunnels later? Like, would it be better for them to come with us, or is that also just too many people to move at once?
Where would we? I definitely think we should hide the injured until we're done with whatever mess is coming our way.
Well, I can also heal the injured.
I think we should. I don't know how many are injured and how wide your spell is, or how many you can target at once. And I don't know
In theory,
how,
there's
how many
at
fights.
least 4.
And I don't know how
Oh,
many
is it
fights we're
just
gonna
4?
be in.
Yeah, because there was 4 that were taking a rest because they were injured when we got to the ruins. But each one of those 4 got something with a good berry, but
At least on the side, it seems like there might be more than 4.
I'm assuming we're having this
I don't know-
conversation while
I don't know-
underground
Mm-hmm.
or
Yeah, okay. I was saying, I don't know how many spells you need to heal everyone, but what I do know is after this fight, we're going into a bigger fight.
Just saying, unless it's like a literal army. Like, it does take a high level spell, but like, I can heal up to 6 people with just one spell. And
Again,
it
I'm not
should
quite
be
sure.
enough to pretty much top them off, given what their other health pools look like.
Yeah, again, I don't know what the fight's gonna be after this one. I just know that there's gonna be another fight after this one. And I don't
the
know
people
how
that
we
we
want to spend slots.
these people are going to be a part of the crew attacking the ship anyways, so
Yeah.
they're going to be in some
Um,
fight, some shape or form.
I will throw this out for the 6 people who look the most hurt. And I can spend. I'm willing to spend 1 or 2 first level spell slots too if we need that. But that
I wouldn't
9
do
heals
anything
can go to
beyond
6
that.
different people.
Okay, hold on.
I get ways for people to take their own healing through your own natural process that won't take up your spell slots.
All right, so sorry. So who are you healing?
The 6 people who are the most injured among the among the crew here. Or I guess like up to 6 people. And then if there's still people left over, I guess let me know how many. Cause
And
I
among
can
includes the
do-
people who like you see running up, right? You would like kind of like take a second, or just splashing the people
this
nearby.
is also like a range of, I want to say 60. Yeah, range of 60 anyways, as long as they're within sight.
If it seems like you're about to cast another spell, I'm gonna pull out the Staff of Bright Health. Say, not that one. Not smacking you.
So
That
yeah,
one.
you heal up the most wounded who are like, "Wow, I feel so rejuvenated." Several novices return, having gone to go harass the enemy, like Captain Cabancho. The old hands get their axes up around the corner and ready, and they start to say, "All right, Captain, what's the plan?"
First things first, everyone look at this light, and I hit the butt of the Staff of Bright Health on the ground and activate its healing.
I'm guessing you get like everybody in who you can.
So that they can use their own hit dice to top themselves off or as much as they can. Because you said that they don't need like.
I'm gonna do an average conglomerate based on what I think that each person's hit dice would eventually wind up giving them.
Sure.
Just to make this fast.
Gotta go fast.
And then I say, first things first, we need to get that ship back into our possession.
Yeah!
The Holy Grail pirates are not worthy of that ship.
You're damn right, Captain. And one of them actually steps over and says, "Captain, something strange. We broke off about half of them. Half of them are still with the ship, but they don't really look like they're trying to steal it. I don't know what's up, but seems fishy to me. And drowned Tyler's upped her anchor."
I don't know what they're doing, but we got plans for that ship. We negotiated with the Kairaku people. They're gonna help us with the boat, but we gotta get our shit in order first.
They nod. Sounds like a plan.
Oh wait, fuck! Is the Machine of No Name MK2 lost?
Remember MK2
Where
mostly being
are
on
they,
the Fair
actually?
Trade 1. The
That's
Machine
a
of
good question. Where are they?
The Machine of No Name could have been on either, but that being said, you haven't seen the Machine of No Name since the Big Flash. But that doesn't mean that you can't find them, but you don't know where they are.
Do you have like a tracking device on them, Zion, or is just?
I'm gonna laugh if they're the reason they're on the Ballinger and they're the reason why none of the Girl Pies been able to like take the boat. They're just inside poking at everything coming in.
Poking,
this
I
thing?
think we've seen the kill count of MK2.
That's also fair.
Yeah.
Which also, like, do we know what the MK stands for? Because I'm very confident the K must be for kill, right? Like, maybe like many kills?
Mechanical King.
Mechanical King. Oh,
Mass killing?
mass killing.
So, you take a moment to say heal, and they kind of ask, like, "Yeah, but they're coming up the hill right now. Where do you want us, Captain?" Bear in mind, you have sharpshooters, you have novices, and you have old hands. You mostly use axes and heavy crossbows. And they're
Do
kind
you
of
guys know of any other active traps in this area?
They do point out that they have scouted. Yeah. No, don't make the stairs. Shit.
Come on, you sure don't want to ask me to do that.
I mean, for you to do it's gonna take time, and from the sounds of the footsteps, I don't think you have that time.
Well, I'll probably do it faster than everyone here. Maybe not.
Well, no, but this is something that I've asked.
Have
Have they done this? And they said yes.
Oh, have they done this? Sorry, I thought you were asking to
fast
do
as.
that. I was like,
Nah.
What happened to all my old... Oh, shit. Can you guys see the traps? They're not marked on any Z level.
I
yeah,
see
you can.
squares.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
you see the
see-
squares that you put
yeah.
out.
but the other
Oh
ones
no, but I
are the
see
ones...
more. Yeah, the
yeah,
other
the new ones
I
are the
see
ones
now,
they
too.
found. So, yeah.
Okay.
And this place has murder holes that are really good cover to shoot out of. And a wall in general here is going to be like 3/4 cover, and a average window is going to be like half cover.
I think we post stuff in this building here. Help each other get past the traps, and how many bows, crossbows, and rifles do you guys have?
You know, everybody has a ranged weapon pretty much.
Let's post those there. Zan, can you come out with me? We're gonna be in the front. Tento and Lonnie, can you guys provide us cover from inside?
So you're telling them to get
Yes.
over here, correct?
Yeah.
And anybody in
Yes,
particular,
Mom.
or
Sorry, we're good.
Oh, wait, Lonnie.
We'll start untying the rope then.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. Let me check your time for me right now.
right? There's 3. So with the veterans lined up in like the murder holes, you can cover all of them. But what's left is 3 novices who look at you furtively and say, "Where should we go, Captain Gabancho?"
You guys are gonna keep the Rangers safe. You guys are gonna be inside. Do not step out. Do not step on the traps.
Understood. And so, all right.
So wait, sorry, where did you want me and Zion to go?
Well, I need Zion with me up front. I was gonna hope that you and Tento are gonna float and provide us cover, but
Go.
you guys can step outside if you guys want. Although getting back
I will
inside
be-
quickly is gonna be
Yeah, let's
hard.
say. I'll just stand next to
Okay.
another entrance.
So wait, this is a collapsed wall here, right?
Yes.
These are windows.
Yep. And these particular tight ones are like murder holes. This building has murder holes. The other ones are regular windows. Oh, this one's pretty
And then
tight.
these
yeah.
are traps.
So the red filled ones are traps that have already been filled, and they're pretty much just difficult terrain right now. Although if you got forced prone on them, you might get hurt.
Okay, and then these are traps that haven't been triggered yet.
Have not been triggered yet. Yes.
And we know where they are.
We know where some of them are because they scouted it out earlier. Doesn't mean we know where all of them are.
Okay.
But consistently, they're in front of like doorways and windows and stuff like that.
Are we just like guesstimating line of sight?
So the way this works is that all of these walls are so degraded that yes, they're 3/4 cover, but you can be shot at behind them and shoot around them because there's so many holes, they're degraded so low, etc., etc. So like
Okay.
the real line of sight answer is that like unless you like go prone behind one of these big rocks, like they can see you.
Okay. And just the same rule just applies for small people too, right?
Yeah, I mean if you go prone here, no one can see you. Yeah, I would say like if you go prone behind like a wall that is like like one of these walls, then I don't think that they're gonna see you.
Okay. Fuck, no. I didn't say I took the cloak with me. Okay, Lonnie's just gonna start stealth here, though.
Okay. So, roll me a stealth.
Damn.
Guess I'll stand here near Lonnie. I was trying to find a good spot where I could see everything, but I think you chose the best spot where you could see everything. So, no
yeah,
copy
it's just
Lonnie.
like over there seemed a little crowded. Where the man? I keep like the gear throws me off.
Yeah.
I keep thinking it's like settings or something. I'm very good at stealth.
All right. So your sides trade initial salvo, causing damage. Bullets and crossbow bolts and arrows fly. And Zion, you like step out into the midst of all of this. Do you just like shoot at the first motherfucker you see?
Yeah.
All right, take a shot. Because like this map is so small that I'm gonna like shove them into melee range pretty much. But I want to have your ranged attack actually happen. All right. They dodge it.
Vondra's also poking with Eldritch Blast, but not as ballsy as Zion and staying behind the cover
All
of
right,
the
pop
boulder.
your shot.
And
Just say you're not man enough. It's okay. Just
You
say
know what?
it, man.
You know
It's
what?
okay.
Shut
up. Just tell us you're not as
Fuck.
man as Zion.
Another
It's
miss.
fine.
You have a
oh
second
my
shot, though?
god. I've not.
Kid,
Actually, no. I rolled one good roll. Holy.
It's
All
okay.
right.
She
And
can say
Tento, I
it.
assume you're also stealth?
Yes, I am.
You're like a
also
ready to
stealth.
action to shoot the first person who like tries to hit your friend or something?
I'm gonna ready my action shoot the most important person I see.
Okay.
gonna shoot yourself
Look
like that?
purely visually at these people and tell me who
Oh my
Tento would
goodness.
assume the most important is.
Purely visually. Not hovering over the names.
Oh, visually.
Yeah, who looks most important?
Fancy
One with the hat.
right?
I was about to say, I was like the fanciest hat. They all have fancy hats though.
Yeah, the one with
Yeah,
the hat.
only one of
Um,
them has a feather in it.
Oh, you're right.
I mean,
Depending
I
on
guess
how you
technically
interpret
this guy,
feather,
we
that's not
don't
quite-
know if he has a feather in it, because like.
I guess the person in the very back.
All right, so like this one.
Oh yeah, she also looks important.
Yeah, the gunner.
Take the shot.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot the gunner. I'm using my crossbow, by the way.
All right,
I
I'm
am
sure you
not-
probably have stealth, so advantage. It'll be sneak attack.
Crossbow. It's been so long since I've used you. That's why it's so hard to fucking find you.
You do have a lot of items loaded up onto your character sheet.
You
22?
hit him.
We are still trying to stay like kind of stealth from the shoreline or from like the boat, right?
21 damage.
Wait, sorry.
In
Who
total.
are you asking about? Is trying to stay hidden from the shoreline?
Like we can't be too flashy, right? Like sorry, I kind of tuned out a little bit on the briefing. Like, put simply, dawn is probably a bad idea, right? Because we don't want, like, are we?
We don't wanna
that
attract too much
careful about
attention,
being seen
yes.
by the boats.
That's my other favorite terrain.
Dawn? Light
some
terrain.
people put yes. We don't want to attract too much attention because we were trying to sneak attack the boat, but they know something's up already based on how their movements are, and we're hoping that they just don't quite know that we're the ones that are causing this. But there is like a small force between us and the boats and the
Yeah,
shoreline.
it's just everyone else got shots off before the combat. I guess.
Yeah, so like I thought that when you said like I begin to like stealth and hide, I thought you were just like hiding, waiting for your moment. Would you like just trying to shoot the first person who comes in, or like cast a certain spell?
Yeah, I wanted to cast this.
Yep. Get it as a surprise, right? All right. Summon Celestial. All right.
Let's go.
A red
I was like, how does
beam
that
of
look?
light emerges from the ground, and then white tendrils cinch open, like almost like a wound that's ripped itself from inside the earth. And then, which one do you go for?
The attack one. Is it
Uh-huh.
Avenger, I think?
Yes, the Avenger floats out from within. Its arms and appendages seem to be made of sinew and bone at once. Golden angelic strings humming for bowstrings. And yeah, it is a great and terrible foe upon the field. The Grail Pirates don't seem too phased, though.
Oh, damn.
BS.
As I'll say, is that thing always
This Grail
unpleasant when you
Pirate
summon it, Lonnie?
raises their Giselle and takes a shot at Zion.
Just to confirm, what direction are they coming?
They proceed to go here. They're here.
Okay.
They're where they appear to be. This scallywag runs up to Gabancho and tries to hit him with a attack. Does that hit?
Well, let me do some calculation.
Like, are you gonna shield or not? Is what I'm asking, really.
Oh, I don't have that ability. It's gonna hit.
Oh, okay.
I think it's only Zion that can.
Additionally,
React.
Technically, I do have something, but it's
Oh,
a
you
very
do?
limited
Okay.
resource.
I
So-
also have a shield because I have the tattoo.
so they use an unlucky aura, and while you're within 5 feet of this foe, you take a -1d4 to attacks, saves, and ability checks. They hit
Well,
you.
Just because
just
this
made
is how
this
it's
roll
marked on the
0.
map, does this corner?
No,
count.
sorry. I'll expand it a bit, I guess.
Yeah, because 5 feet measured out in 2 different ways makes 2 different circles.
All right. So, I think I put 6 damage on you already, didn't I?
I don't believe so because I believe that's
Right.
78 before.
Then all right, apply that to yourself, and that'll be that scallywag's turn. This scallywag runs up to melee on Zion. Swings a scimitar. There's a bonus action, applies dumb luck. They're not really gonna like pierce Zion's armor, but then they really go in and then they bounce off, still not piercing Zion's armor.
They really, really tried though. They tried
They
really,
thought-
really hard.
Not wrong.
This gunner ups their Giselle at the Celestial. I believe that'll be a
This is
miss.
Giselle.
Like a long silvery powdered weapon. That actually hits, doesn't it?
Okay, yeah. Yeah, it does it. Why would they have it white on a light colored background?
And that's 14 damage. I'll apply it.
Oh,
Oh shit, I think we both applied it, my bad.
yeah.
I'll heal it. And then someone says, "It was summoned. I smell a caster."
I like sniff in like Lonnie's direction. Do you smell?
Lonnie conveniently does not understand Tento, except for the fact that he's directing her.
I was just scared. I don't know.
This
Dude,
swashbuckler
casters
rushes
are-
in to try and hit your novices, but instead trips in and falls, falling prone, taking 4 damage, triggering this trap as everybody looks on, realizing what's just happened.
Oh, now they all like jump him like a persona, right?
Um,
When they have you? I don't think you've ever played Persona. Never mind.
No, but I have made a tabletop role-playing game inspired by Persona. This person comes up
Oh.
behind Cabancho and she says, "Fancy a duel?" And then she whips out a masterwork rapier. And-
This is not how duels work. There is clearly more of you fighting me. If you would like a
Baby
duel, I'll
Cabancho.
oblige.
And
Semantics, Gabato, semantics.
she goes for a gouging strike on you. She attacks with the
Bring it.
masterwork rapier with advantage.
I don't know what that does, but bring it.
Okay, so she gets a
I think-
crit.
Alright, just hold on.
In addition
Did
to
you want to
that,
say something?
I demand a reroll. I
in
demand a
addition
recount.
to that, you are bleeding for 1d4 every turn until you receive healing or medical attention. So let's find a nice. There it is.
Station. Asking you shall receive.
So how much do you regret?
None of it.
That's right,
does
you're a
one need to
man!
Start the next turn, or does it start right now?
At the end of each of your turns.
At the end of my turn.
Yeah, but you do take that damage, and then she makes another attack at advantage because she spent 2 of her 3 attacks to do that. Does a 22 hit?
I saw.
I believe it does.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
And then she
I
goes
saw that
in
other
for a
20, I was like,
further
"Oh, shit."
12. And then she says, I've showed you something about dueling already, haven't I? It's all about who wins. And make me a DC Wisdom save. Click on it. You do not, in fact, take the psychic damage.
What's the second debuff on me?
Biting insult.
That's when you go on below 50% now, it automatically marks you bloodied with that symbol.
Ah.
This person runs up on the Avenger. He also goes for a gouging strike. Does the Avenger have anything to counter that? Casey?
Oh,
I don't think it does, but just checking.
can you not hear me?
I heard you say, oh.
Yeah.
I said hits and no.
Oh, yeah, I didn't hear that. Alright. 7-9 for the damage. It's also got the same bleed problem and one more attack. It's 6. Alright, so this pirate gunner runs up, guns up, pulls out one pirate pistol, shoots it at one of the novices, pulls out another pirate pistol, shoots it at the other novice that they can see.
He's fucking dual wielding it? What the fuck?
Yeah, just whipping them out. Alright, so those are both hits. A 10 and a 13. Ah! Both of the novices are bloodied, taking shots to the chest as this Grail Pirate Gunner, looking a little demented, runs in. This rear gunner, kind of like kneels and takes aim at you, Tento, and waits until you can, like, see them. And then roll me an insight.
Insight.
Okay.
27?
She's trying to get you to notice. Oh shit, I'm sorry, Casey. I don't know how summoning works. Are they supposed to attack on the turn they arrive? I'm bad.
They have they go into initiative after me.
Okay. Yeah, I assumed they would act in. Sorry. I didn't do that great.
I mean, I usually have pixies do stuff the turn that they get summoned.
Indeed. I just don't even think about, like, the pixies. I just view as extension of your spell pool at this point. I wasn't thinking about that.
You still take their turn right after yours.
So the Grail Pirate, this Grail Pirate shoots at Tento, but deliberately, after getting Tento's attention, misses, shooting high, like clearly high to you, Tento, but no one's looking back at her. And then she yells, "Run away!" And it fall back, and seems to be, like booking it.
What? Do I know them?
You don't know them.
So she's asking them all to run away?
Yep.
Are they listening?
No. They seem like,
but
but it hasn't evolved yet. All right, Casey, it is your turn.
I will. Does 10 HP count as healing for the bleed purposes, or?
Yeah, I'd say so.
I'm do that on Cabancho with the bonus action. Hello? Did it not roll? Interesting. Okay.
We changed some stuff about how things are configured now.
Yeah, like I hit roll normally, not critical hit, and like it just didn't do anything, so
As it's 5 temp HP for Cabancho, you can throw that on Cabancho, and we cancel your bleed condition.
okay. And yeah, so I guess Lonnie will use another that's not my character sheet. This is my character sheet. Eight healing, 1 to Avenger, Cabancho, the 2 novices.
Alright, I put it on the Avenger, and I'll put it on the Novices, if everyone else wants to throw that on
And-
yourselves.
I guess the 2 old hands.
That you can, nearby, okay.
Yeah, that should
Top
be
off one of them, and you'll, like, mostly top off this other guy. Boom.
And then after my turn, the Avenger goes. Avenger's gonna rise like 15 feet.
Mm-hmm.
It would break off.
Alright, she is going to take that opportunity. She will hit.
Mm-hmm.
She will deliver 12 damage.
And I just summoned it on in the air anyways. Okay. It's gonna use this on itself.
Alright.
So
What?
I guess it just loses 1 damage instead of 2.
Yeah, it goes
Instead
up
of
and it goes down.
up. Okay.
Shit, sorry. Oh my god. What am I doing? I should not have fucked with that.
Summoned it. Okay.
Alright, fixed. Alright, so where do you want to move it?
Just 15 feet straight up, so it will be out of melee range of things.
Alright,
I should have done that. That's it. Because I believe the healing shit's in action, so.
let me check something. Yeah, okay. The Radiant Bow, is it supposed to be a +4 to hit, or better than that?
I gave you the stat, so.
I know the thing is, I plugged it in and it used to be right, but I just checked and it was saying that it was a +0 to shoot. And I get the sense that that's probably not correct, so I'm trying to check stuff real quick.
I mean, I can check it afterwards, but healing touch is named after is put under action, so that means it can't attack right now. So.
Okay. Alright, so it ascends and that's it?
Yep.
Alright, anything else for your turn?
That's all I can do.
Alright, so the friendly crew, broadly speaking, continues to shoot, rather than do that like a whole bunch. Okay, so Yeah, like they hit the person in front of here, 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 here. They're sort of like all of them are shooting in aggregate is causing this damage. The novices are going to town on the person who fell on the ground.
Oh, the AC is wrong.
What's the AC? Yeah, so like, I swear I plugged it in right, but I think some of its stuff isn't what it's supposed to be anymore. Because I thought 11 looked low. What should its AC be?
Yeah, 16. I do think everything will still.
I think something missed it earlier. I think something hit it with a 15. I'm gonna say flat, and I'm gonna tell it 15 because it was trying to do is calculate. And is 40 the correct max HP?
I'm checking it now.
I'm gonna give it back 12, but just because I'm pretty sure that's what the hit was that slid in under that AC.
Fly speed 40. Yeah, but yeah, just keep going.
Oh, good. And also, Avenger should be AC 16. All right. So they both hit the person on the ground.
Really working this person out. Almost feel bad for them.
And the other novice comes back and takes a light crossbow shot at the person who is attacking Cabancho.
Which one?
The one over here. They get a nat
The one that's talking
however.
smack.
Cabancho, do you hate novices because they're just like you?
Damn. Note to
Because they're
self:
rolling ones.
trip Tento into trap.
Okay, Tento, Turnto.
I guess because that lady is like trying to run away, she missed me on purpose, so I don't think I should say that out loud, but I'm just gonna keep that to myself and take note. I'm gonna shoot at the guy who's trying to duel Cabancho.
The person trying to duel me is to the southeast of me. At least the one that mentioned the dueling.
Yeah, do you want the swashbuckler with the rapier or the kind of goofy scallywag who has,
Honestly, I thought it was the
bad
goofy
luck.
looking guy that was trying to I'm gonna shoot at the person who tried to duel him. So was it the squashbuckler?
Yeah.
Also, I was trying to duel.
Oh.
The goofy guy was the one that's doing the unholy,
Alright. Yep.
unlucky aura.
Yeah, take your shot.
18?
Hits.
Cool. Sneak attack. $24.
Yeah, it's a pretty bad wound that you inflict on her. Chick,
I
fuck.
guess I'll go over here and bonus action stealth. Because I don't want to. I don't think it's cool itself in the same spot. Doesn't really make any sense.
Be a hidey fellow.
Yep.
Cabancho, it's your turn. Remember, as long as you're inside the unlucky aura, it's a minus 1d4 on attacks, ability checks, and saves.
So first round of combat for at least Cabancho. Cabancho's gonna step away, taking any op. God damn.
And you can.
It's not great.
I'm gonna stop fucking with it. Everyone put the damage on you, and I'll just trust that it happened. I keep checking, and like it's not going well.
Wait, sorry. What are you referring to?
Put the damage on yourself.
Okay.
I keep thinking people aren't going to, and then hitting the button, and then like double damaging them, something having to fix it. I don't want to do
Yeah,
that.
I thought we agreed that you'd let us manage this because you have other stuff to deal with during combat.
We did, but like
It's habit.
I didn't. I also didn't want to like very like insistently prompt people. Anyway, we'll talk about it later. Cabancho, it's your turn.
No, I just moved. And then I tell her, now it's my turn.
All right.
I am going to cast Hopefully, I'm not gonna regret this.
Well, you're gonna regret it.
It's going to be a necrotic damage, and I could have sworn to put an aura around me, but I might be misremembering. I'm gonna start swinging.
All right, make your attack.
Swashbuckler.
Hit. And let me see if she actually does. If the enemy misses.
That is 16 points of slashing / necrotic damage.
Yep, she has no particular resistance. She's most of the way to dead.
And then second swing.
All right, she hits you with a brutal riposte. So you swing, you miss. Sorry, were you gonna do anything to that roll?
No.
All right. They hit you with the brutal riposte. That misses, right?
That does miss.
You sha, and then she wha, and you kind of dance back and forth. All right, continue.
And then third swing. Oh my god.
She doesn't have a reaction to spend, but you miss again.
Oh my god.
Pancho, remember what I taught you?
Nothing.
Exactly. Start freestyling, boy.
Uh, that was action bonus. And then I am. If I stand here, am I completely blocking the old hand's vision and attacking ability to the left?
He could technically speaking kind of like aim over the ledge, but he's not going to be able to use the murder hole. You don't think it's going to be that big of a deal?
Okay. I'm gonna stand here. And that is my turn. It was action bonus.
I will let the statue out.
Oh shit. She expands.
Let's just say I put him there.
Alright,
And then I'm going to walk over here
nice.
and then hit the gun.
Bam. Hit. Give me the damage. Give me another, or I mean, rather, you. I assume you're punching more. You punch her again. Or you punching the scallywag. Her again.
Punching her
All right,
again.
give me the damage. All right, she's looking pretty beat up, almost bloodied.
Yeah, that's it. That's my turn.
Okay, the Grail pirate who gave the signal said, "Fall back to the ship. I think we're casting off." And then she kind of runs. You guys don't see any visual proof that the people by the shore are casting off. They're not escaping with the ship, and they're not joining the fight.
What are they doing?
They're kind of watching tensely to see how it goes. This swashbuckler unable to make melee on the Avenger. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Kind of like dashes in, stands on the difficult terrain, and starts, getting ready to fight, but she has no action economy to actually attack. This gunner who just shot his pistols earlier levels his Giselle with Cabancho's chest and takes a shot. Oh, you see how close that was to being a fucking 20? Oh my god.
Mhm.
Oof, alright. Hits the rock. This scallywag, does the aura stay up from unlucky aura? 2 turns left. Comes up here, unlucky aura on it. It only affects living creatures, so it's not going to affect your statues, Ion.
Well. I mean, does it affect me really?
Oh my god, shut the fuck up. It hits you with a...
Oh, now you want to
The
be on
scallywag swings the scimitar at
Do you see
Cabancho,
my health? Do you see
missing.
how much damage I took in 1 turn?
This pirate gunner whips
Yeah.
out a dagger, tries to hit Zion with it. Does not succeed. Breaks op range. I assume you op her.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, give that attack.
You gotta say, get over here.
Hit on the money. Give me the damage. Runs away.
She can't.
Wait,
Sentinel.
Oh, yeah, shit, you're right. She doesn't move at all. She's, attacked, moved, can't, doesn't have a relevant bonus action that she wants to use. This scallywag designates her as his buddy, however. This doesn't mean charm, this means buddy. Scallywag then steps here, breaking op on the stone golem. I presume getting punched.
Mm-hmm.
some golem also has sentinel, right? You taught him that.
Alright, hits the
Man,
scallywag on the
imagine
money.
you could just teach them that shit. Wow, 13?
The scallywag
Damn.
actually goes the fuck down to that. And
See, you did teach it sentinel. It didn't move.
I think Buddy goes away with that. And the really fucked up swashbuckler from earlier, Cabancho, is still trying to kill you. He just makes 3 masterwork rapier attacks. No funny business this time. Alright, so a 12, that's a miss. A 15, that's a miss. An 11, that's a miss. Boom, Lonnie's turn. Casey?
Can you hear me?
I didn't hear any prior
Now we
response
can.
if you were speaking.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We can hear you now. Now we can't, if you're talking.
I'm just looking at the state of the field. Okay, it's just their side dying. Cool. I actually don't know how many combat spells I have that aren't concentration.
Here's everyone's favorite, whatever the thing is that makes this light come down from above. But
That's concentration. Also, we determined it.
No,
Probably was
the-
a little bit too flashy for this.
No, the cantrip. The cantrip.
Oh yeah. We've got to go look at cantrips.
Flame order.
It's a dex thing. I guess Lonnie will do Sacred Flame on the grill, this one.
On the gunner here? No, right here. Alright, disadvantage because they're prone. You try and roll around and the light strikes them. Ah! Give me that damage.
Actually, I didn't think prone did this. Maybe I'm wrong.
On deck saves, I believe. Let me check.
Pretty sure it's grapple.
Alright, that's done.
5, 10, 15, 20. Oh no, 25 would be here. So yeah, if they do make the save because they don't have disadvantage, they'll take no damage. I'm gonna toss Cabancho more spores on the way over.
And what is your spell attack modifier to hit, Casey?
+4.
Okay, then it is displayed properly.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh
See,
my gosh, I need to go fix this later. This is the Cabancho again.
all right. Camacho, grab that.
And see, we're almost there. The Avenger's gonna aim at the gunner. I guess twice if it doesn't kill.
Just to clarify, which gunner?
Oh, sorry.
There's still 2 on the field.
Where's the other one?
This one up here by Zion.
Oh, okay. No icon.
And the third one fucked off.
Okay. Well,
So usually, do we see the third one like in the distance, or they have like actually like?
You see them in the distance, but they're fucking off.
Okay.
So you hit that gunner.
Mm-hmm. Nope, that's the attack damage.
A radiant, arrow pierces his body. He's still standing.
I'm actually gonna aim at this one next. See if that one can get the kill. Might miss though.
Mm-hmm. The 10 does miss.
That's it. It's not really gonna be able to get cover from anywhere, so yeah, that's it.
Alright. So the friendly crew fire their barrage. And at this point, like, the old hand starts to like whip out the axe and shit. And just kind of go for it on people. And the novices actually surge out. And they start to just like axe people on the floor.
They wanted to ask him a question.
I'm gonna ask them a question. There's like a stab fest. We're gonna assume it comes out to like 4 apiece. They're just going at her.
Feel very bad for that swashbuckler.
Guy moves here and shoots, and like they're like pistoling over the shoulder and everything. People are angling to get shots, reloading and such. There's like a general salvo hitting the enemy. Nobody quite has a good shot on that gunner though, but this gunner does take a shot. It is Tento's turn. Arrows, gunfire. It looks like the Grail pirates are probably going to start retreating for real. Not for the same reason that initial gunner did when she deliberately missed you, but because they're losing and they know it.
Okay. I'm going to...
Actually, you know what else we know? It's time for feedback phase. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us here with the High Road crew. I'm gonna hit us with a quick left to right feedback phase. Just to say sorry that I kind of broke some of our norms with how I ran that encounter. I just was a little frazzled after the map, unfortunately, but I'll keep that in mind. And yeah, otherwise, fairly sure what you want to see more of. Left to right, Casey, hit me with it.
I'm sorry we put you in a position where you had to speed map.
It's fine. I mean, I knew I was gonna need the villages eventually. I just kept telling myself I'd do them and didn't.
But I mean, it looks good. I like the feeling of the overgrown stuff. I'm sure it took some extra time, but it does add to.
Yeah, give it a little texture.
Yeah. And yeah, I don't know. I guess no real comment. Because the other thing I remember mostly from this was strategizing, and you did a good job of stepping back and letting us do that, and then answering questions when we asked it. But I think that was mostly clear run, so no other real comment.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's about it.
Sounds good. Darren.
Hi. Yeah, today was a lot of fun. Lots of fun little RP modes as we plan everything and see how we approach it. Um, although I'm glad we're gonna end on combat. That means we're gonna start on this combat, so I'm happy about that. I'm curious about what the fuck that girl prior was doing. Even though I shot her in the face, she was like, "I'll miss you." I was like, "Okay, something's happening." um, can't wait to see what happens next. And I think that's it from me.
All right. With that, Shin.
Hey, um, and some of the others said I enjoyed the RP moments and the quick negotiations. I apologize for breaking character in the middle of it.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that it wasn't a drawn out one.
Mm-hmm.
It has been kind of a small pattern of any kind of diplomacy / negotiation ended up dragging out. So I'm
Yeah.
glad this one wasn't. And I'm excited to not well, something strange is happening here, but I'm excited for the ship battle and then the inevitable fight after that.
All right. With that, we go to Kai.
Yeah. It was a lot of talking and negotiating. I feel like we still have a few things we need to sort out in terms of combat.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, nothing terrible to say about this session.
All right. Well then, you can join us on Discord and in other places. But we are going to go raid out at this time. And yeah, just thank you for joining us. And watch this space. When this arc is over, we got something else going on. But I think I'm going to talk about that with the crew off stream. So, it looks like Lollygaggers is live. We're going to go raid them.